For anyone joining us on Twitch or on YouTube, I am the Dungeon Master Tristan, and this is our 7th episode of 20 Sides. Hopefully, it's not our last episode, but I mean, it's Dungeons & Dragons, anything can happen. So we're currently waiting for Picard, but in the meantime, I'm just going to introduce everyone else. Our lovely players, beginning with Juno, who plays Alana, our human rogue. Why don't you say hello, Juno?
Hello.
Don't be shy. Virtually next to her is Ed, who is playing our human wizard, Sethanon, who is also silent, strangely, today.
He said he was going to be right back.
Oh, did he? Oh, I missed that. Well, I'll do my... Hello, I'm Ed. There we go.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Thank you. I'm a master of impressions. But anyways, our stream, aka No Life Queen, whose channel you're watching now, is playing our resident gnome wizard, Blivette.
Greetings!
And next would be Richard, who is playing our very special tiefling cleric named Raj.
Whoa!
Special in what way?
Rest in peace,
Special,
Raj.
and that he just gets a star. He just gets a sticker, at the end of every game because he's special.
It's just another point of exhaustion. That's what the sticker is.
That's what it is. Hazel will be playing our druid, our elven druid, Jacket.
Orlo.
And Sean has taken charge of our elven blood hunter, the custom class, Talrath.
Hello.
And Picard, who should hopefully be joining us soon, is playing our paladin human Dubois. But until then, I will be playing him. That's what I do. And since we're waiting, I'll let you guys get the first pick of chores. So whoever wants to roll for volunteer chores, go ahead and roll a d70. And for those of you who don't know, these are just little chores that they give out to the players for some extra experience points. Nice. Alright, if that's everyone, then Alana, you can pick first.
Rule master for me.
Nice. So Alana will be in charge of checking the rules whenever we need to. Ed, you're next, I believe.
Arithmancer.
Awesome. Go for it. And then Richard.
I will be the Time Lord.
Master that time. And then last but not least, Jacket, you want Chronicler again? You're so good at it.
I wanna know. I'm gonna do it.
Awesome. Yeah, so Time Lord keeps track of in-game progression of time. Arithmancer does complicated math on the spot, and then Chronicler just writes a write-up of our adventures to keep track of everything that's happened. So that's pretty much it for chores.
Tristan,
Yeah.
you forgot to introduce our super awesome and handsome Dungeon Master, Tristan. Woo.
I did introduce myself, but then we weren't recording, so I might as well. I'm the Dungeon Master, Tristan. You can call me Dun, or Jin, or Ma, or Stir, or any other abbreviation you prefer. But let's jump into our game. Last we left off. Did you just sneeze?
Yes, I have
I
Well,
thought she was being murdered.
this could turn into a crazy suspense thriller.
That was blood-curdling. Jesus.
Yeah.
Hey, wait, what? Before we start, what time is it?
So it's 1 p.m. currently. We figured that out last game.
Alright.
So our adventurers are currently in the Shadowfell, maybe going to rescue a research team that got lost there. What happens, as it has been a lot more dangerous than they thought adventure so far. They met some other survivors in this Warrison plain, and as well as a strange fighter who uses a rifle, a strange unknown weapon to most of you, named Tetra. And that's basically where we left off. So I believe, Blivette, you had something you wanted to do.
Yes. First off, you're getting all robot-y, so I don't know if Discord's causing you problems again, or.
Well, let's try keep going for a few seconds.
Last week it started robotic too, but it kind of fixed after time.
Dog, no!
so-
Stop barking!
Alright, well, just let me know if you can't hear anything. I'll just type it out.
Okay.
But what are you doing?
First off, since everyone's kind of here mostly, did anyone happen to find the sword? You know, the one the skeleton had? It was kind of glowy and mean.
Picard walks over. Yes, I was searching for it, but it seems to be missing.
Well, okay. In that case, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to ritual cast Detect Magic.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So I'm doing that.
So it's going to take her 10 minutes to do that. If anyone else wants to do anything, you can go ahead and do that.
I'm good.
All right, so Blivette, you spend 10 minutes. Everyone else is kind of just chilling, like resting against the wall. Detect magic, correct?
What was that? You kind of broke up.
It's you can detect magic within
30 feet,
30
and it
feet.
lasts 10 minutes.
Okay.
So I can move around and look around.
Wait, it lasts 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Oh, god damn it.
So that's about 30 feet there. So you do detect some coming from. Other than
you
that,
broke up again.
divination magic.
Okay.
Oh, it's
Which
From
we're aware of.
Seth.
It's
I
Seth.
will
I wonder where it's coming from.
crash. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Hello. Any better now? 1, 2,
Yes.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep, so far.
So yeah, you besides Cephanon, you do not detect any magic in the immediate vicinity.
Okay, then I'm just.
Although actually, technically, I believe Alana picked up that potion you had earlier, so you detect like all the magic or healing potions that you would have. So yeah, there's a couple amongst the group that you notice.
Okay, then I'm just gonna wander around the crypt and see what I find, starting going this way.
Yeah,
And just go around.
there you go. Spends a few minutes just walking around slowly, waiting to get. So it basically just draw a line of like the path you're taking.
Okay.
Anyone else doing anything during this time?
Well, I would, except I can't see, like, the whole map, so.
You can zoom out.
No, I mean, everything's black. So I have to, like, move
that's
around
true.
to see things.
That's true. That's
So
right.
basically-
I'll keep an eye on your. Okay.
Rahaj and Sethanon are competing in the world's greatest game of rock, paper, scissors.
Awesome. Yeah, you guys are just doing random stuff to kill time, and I take it no one else does anything.
I would like to, I have my, I split the gold up in silver pieces and copper pieces.
Oh, do I get 1 copper?
Maybe. So,
Right, basically that.
everyone
Okay,
gets 12 gold pieces, 15 silver pieces, and 15 silver pieces, 115 silver pieces, and 259 copper pieces.
Whoa, want to say
How
those
much?
numbers again?
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on.
Everyone gets 12 gold pieces, 115 silver pieces, and 259 copper pieces.
Wow.
I already forgot the silver and copper. Can you just type it for me? I'm an
Yeah,
idiot.
I'll get, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
12 gold, 115 silver, and 259 copper.
259.
So while they're doing that, Blivette, basically, as you get around to this point, as soon as you come through this door down here, he's kind of just hanging out against the wall in this southern room, and you do detect some magic coming from him. Other than that, there's nothing else in the room.
Where
Magical.
Magic from where?
From basically Talrath. You detect it
Okay.
coming straight from Talrath. Yeah.
Ooh.
So you continue walking through this hall. Nothing happens. It's not till you get about like right around the corner over to here that you detect magic, basically evocation magic,
From
coming
beyond
as you
the
go
door.
right up to the door. Yeah, right up to this door. You detect it in this like southeast direction. Some evocation magic.
Okay.
Yeah, that was where I detected it last time as well.
Yeah, I was looking for anything else, maybe the sword, but apparently the sword just disappeared into thin air. So, yeah, I'm gonna
Alright,
head
cool.
back to the group, and that's it for now.
So while this is happening, Jason, he kind of like gets up and he stretches his legs. He's walking down. He walks down the hall. He starts going to look for you, Talrath, and he comes down here. And so he notices he's just sort of hanging out against the wall there. Oi, you there?
Boy,
Hey, not sure we got introduced earlier. My name's Jason. He
Yeah.
puts out his hand.
yeah, I reach for his hand and shake it. All right. I say,
Now,
I'd like to say to him, you fought well, mate. You got military experience.
yeah, I was actually about to ask you the same question. Fought back in the Roskin War. You?
Yeah, city guard in Canberra. Can smell around, you know.
Yeah. Well, I had a question. I noticed we seem to see eye to eye on this whole situation going on here.
Yeah, seems that way.
Just want to make sure we're on the same page. Thing is, if we do decide to go back to Shadow Crossing, take it over, head back home, well, we might run into a problem with Eladris. You know what I mean? And I've been thinking.
No, I don't know what you mean. What are you talking about, mate?
Well, if we return without his team, without the rest of these guys, if they don't come with us, might be a bit suspicious.
Look, mate, the way I see it, this was a death mission, man. Suicide. He had to have known what was going on in here, right? So, I'm not going to accept responsibility. That's on him. If he didn't want to tell us about what was really over here, or what to expect, or what about his team, that's on him. I'm not taking any responsibility for that.
Well, I got your back anyway. Thing is, after all I've been through, I still feel like he owes us a bit of compensation.
Yeah? No, I get you, man. For sure, yeah.
Thing is, might be a bit easier to persuade him if we brought his daughter along with us, you know what I mean? Just kept her close by.
Look, man, she's her own person. If she wants to stay here, that's on her. I don't care. I'll tell him that. If he wants to stay, I'm not going to drag her back. She's an adult. She can make her own decisions.
If you want to handle that wizard yourself, I mean, he may look frail, but he knows a thing or two about magic, and I think our chances would just be a bit easier if we had his girl along for the ride.
Hey, I'm not inclined to disagree. How do you propose we get her back? If she doesn't come willingly, what you want to do?
Well, if she don't come willingly, there are ways to make it come.
Right, and then what? We get back to the Shadow Crossing. She tells Eladris that we, knocked her out and dragged her back? Doesn't bode well for us either way.
We won't give him a choice. He either gives us what he owes us, or we rough her up a little.
All right,
Whatever
mate.
we need to do.
Look, I'm all for getting back, no question. But what you're suggesting, that ain't my way.
Well, you're too good. Living this life. Besides, her father screwed us. We don't owe her anything.
Look, man, he owes us gold. Nothing more, nothing less. It doesn't mean I'm going to drag his daughter back. I'm not going to force her back like at knife point. If she comes, you want to talk to her, I'll talk to her. You go back willingly, fine. I'm not prepared to, commit violence against her just to get back. You're trading
Listen,
some violence for a different kind of violence.
She don't come back willingly. You know what's gonna go down. I hope you come to your senses by then. And he just walks off.
Okay. Just real quick, out of curiosity, can you guys still hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So you see Jason come back around, and he's just hanging out here. He kind of glances over at Mira a couple times, but just resting against the wall, still holding Dubois' mace. So it's currently, we'll say, because 10 minutes have passed. Blivette's been searching around. So as I was saying, if you do want a long rest, it's going to be, you're going to have to chill out, essentially, because you can't take more than one long rest per every 24 hours, and the last time you went to bed was 7 p.m. So you guys want to chill out for the full, 8 plus 6 hours, so that would be 14, until the next day down here.
Oh,
How long has it been since the it's been 1 hour 20 minutes, hasn't it?
It's been after the battle finished, we were all kind of investigating, so you haven't really rested yet. So if you wanted to take another 50 minutes, then it would be a short rest at least.
Yes, it's currently 1:10 p.m. and we need to wait till 7 to get our full rest done.
Yeah.
Time Lord.
Thank you, Time Lord. Lord of Time.
Lord of Time.
Okay. Well, Jacket was going to just take an hour meditation, and then she was going to go ask Tetra about something.
Okay, well, as you guys are all actually settling in, Tetra, you actually catch her. She starts heading up the stairs.
Okay. Ba-da-dum. You're a fast walker, you know that.
She turns around. Sorry, what was that? Oh, hey.
Your pace is very fast, but I have a few questions to ask.
Yeah, I got time. Shoot.
The boy's brother, the terrorist's brother, Chip, he's in a mansion somewhere outside, and I don't know where this mansion is.
Oh, well, I didn't see the other boy, but I think I know the mansion you're talking about. That's where these survivors came from when the horde chased them. Yeah, you just head north along the street. It's hard to miss.
What does it look like? What's near it?
Bunch of ruined houses, mostly. Lots of dead trees. I don't know what to tell you. It's a big fucking house. That's about it.
Is it broken in any area? Is there any way in or out? Besides the front door, that is.
Didn't really get a good scout on it. Not yet, at least.
So you haven't seen what the survivors have done to make it safe?
Well, as far as I know, nobody's staken out that place. It looks abandoned, from what I saw, but not sure. Sorry.
Thank you very much. Do you mind drawing it down on some map or anything?
Yeah, you got something to write with?
No, I don't. I'll have to ask one of the wizards.
No, hold on. She takes out just like a rock from her pouch and just kind of starts scratching on the stone floor there. She kind of gives you like a general layout of the town, and she kind of just points the way to the residences district. It's like sort of marks off where the manor would be. So you get a pretty good idea of where it is. There. That's the best I can remember. Sound good?
You have a brilliant memory for maps.
Well, I've traveled a lot. You seem like you've traveled a lot yourself.
You could call me that, yes. I've been around. Yes.
Yeah, well, speaking of traveling, looks like everyone's safe down here now, so I better get going. It was nice meeting you.
Where are you headed?
She's... can't exactly go into detail. Sorry.
Wherever you go, try to be safe if you can.
That's not usually... That doesn't describe the places I go, usually, but I'll try. You too.
Farewell.
And she just continues up the stairs, opens the gate, just walks off. Alright, so you're going to take your hour-long rest?
Thought I already took it. Okay, go back and...
No, because she, as you were getting down to rest, you saw her leave, so it was like a choice of whether to rest or follow her.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, let's go take and not a nap, a meditation thing.
Are you doing your full 4-hour meditation? Long rest meditation? Because even that has to wait until 7. But if you're just doing a short rest, you can...
Short rest, 1 hour,
yeah.
plus natural recovery, which gets me back a spell slot.
Yep.
While she's trying to meditate, Raj is going to throw little pebbles at her to try to get her out of her meditative state.
Jacket has a produced flame in her lap and a rat that's glaring at you. Dig is not happy with this.
He throws
So
pebbles at her.
despite a few interruptions, you managed to get your full hour rest. So yeah, you come out of your rest. Another hour has passed at this point. Alana.
Can I go up the stairs and see if I can look through the gate up at the sky? Just watching. Kind of sitting around thinking to myself.
Yeah, sure, you can go up through there. And even though the gate's closed, you can still see light through up at the sky, the completely overcast gray sky. Give me a perception check.
Okay. Oh, nope, wrong one.
Ooh, first roll of the night. Nice.
Worse.
She goes blind.
So you're kind of distracted. You have some stuff on your mind, and so you're looking out the window, at the gate, but you don't really see anything. You're not paying attention that hard.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So then, Blivette, you want to do something?
I'm gonna ritual cast Comprehend Languages and go. Once that's done, go back into the crypts and look around for any more writing and copy down whatever I find, like the god symbols and stuff like that, during the hour that...
Yeah, that she was resting?
Yeah.
So you spend an hour going through each room, and you basically copy down all the stuff that I wrote you already. So you have the different dates that they were born and that they died, as well as that little description. Each son died on the same day they were born.
And there's nothing on that metal door that we couldn't open?
On the door, no, you don't see any writing on it.
Okay. Gotta open this door somehow.
Mm-hmm. So an hour passes. So Jacket, you come out of your rest. We'll say another hour passes as well after that. Everyone's still hanging out. Then another hour after that. Then a few more hours as you guys are kind of, Mira gets up every once in a while. Jacket, you want to do something?
Can I ritual cast Speak with Animals? I'd like to talk with Dig about something.
Yeah, you take 10 minutes. Cast
Okay,
it as
let Mira
the
do what
hours
she's
are
doing.
passing.
Let Mira
No,
do
Mira,
something.
she's literally just walking around, like stretching her legs, walking around the hallways, comes back here. So during those hours, you finish casting the ritual of Speak to Animals. So Dig kind of hops out of your shirt there onto the ground, squeeze around. I'm hungry. Food?
I got some breadcrumbs in my pocket for when Bliv handed out breads this morning, and I give them to him.
And he just heals up.
Can't spare many good berries, sorry.
No need. Master, feed me good.
I'd like to talk with you about something important. See, I may have made a mistake and promised something that I might not be able to do without dying in the process, but I can't do that and justify dragging you with me without your permission.
Me and Master help people. We help
We
people.
do, but how much help do you think we can be if we're dead?
We guide people. All things die.
I knew that you'd help out. Okay. But in any case, I might have to throw you on a few roofs. I'm sorry if it comes to that.
I'm ready.
Love you, Dig. And then I kind of kiss him on the head and let him crawl back and
You
say,
kinda
get as
like-
much rest as you can before we go
He
out.
he nuzzles a little bit, and as you kiss him, and then he scurries inside.
I love Dig.
So much cuteness.
You just kiss a rat.
Well, yes.
Do you know where it's been?
In my shirt. In my pants. All over the place.
And then Raj just goes back to Sethanon.
Be careful
Okay.
when you seek knowledge, my friend.
It is horrible. I do not know how you do it.
Speaking of knowledge, that door that we found that we can't get open. I'm still trying to figure that out.
There's a door?
The one down southeast.
There's something behind it, and I kind of want to know what it is.
Oh,
And,
show me to it.
Okay.
I wasn't here.
Alright.
I'm come with.
Down this
I-
way.
Really don't know where it is. Okay, cool.
I'll follow.
Yeah, so you see this large door at the edge of the hallway. It's already been tinkered with a little bit as Alana disarmed the trap that was connected to it, but it is still locked, unfortunately.
Do I see anything on the door? Like any writing, any markings, anything?
Well, give me a perception check.
Ooh. Oh, God. Right click.
By the way, I'd like to walk around and because I swear the exit at the back connected to the front of this door. So I'd like to walk
you
around
can-
and
Yeah, you can look around. Basically, whatever your token can see, that's what you can see.
okay. No, it's actually a separate room. I thought that there was room to get in there. So back we go.
Raj, yeah, you
Advantage.
don't see anything. No symbols. Just the door. A couple broken sconces for fires on the walls, but they are out of service now.
Can I, like, try to do one of those movie, like, twist the sconce thing and have the door open up?
You can try. It doesn't move. You, like, put your hand on it. It's just cold and broken. And I'm just assuming you guys are just casting light over and over again whenever it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm not.
I've
but
got
other
produce
people
flame
can.
on me, so I'm yeah. By the way, do you mind if I go around lighting the sconces?
You can. So the only, like, all the sconces in the hallway are mostly broken and fallen apart. The only sconces you saw that are still intact were the ones inside the actual tombs, inside these rooms here.
Okay, so that's
So you can light those if you wish. Yeah.
null that then. But okay, so
Can I
did you
just
find
try to
anything
unlock
else?
it?
If you want to try and use like a thieves' tools, like, do you have thieves' tools with you? And you're
No, I definitely don't, but I have crossbow bolts.
Nope. Then not gonna fit.
I just want to strength it open. I want to rip it open.
I mean, aside from the
Oh.
writing we found in the crypt here, I don't know. Maybe it's some kind of clue.
Can I, Tristan,
Yes.
put my hand over my heart? Well, not my physical heart, but my chest. And just see if I can will the door open using my thingamabob?
Yeah, go ahead and give me just a straight intelligence check.
Intelligence.
Alana, what are you doing?
I just wanted to talk to the guard after they finish or whatever.
Is
that's
this-
right.
Is this disadvantage as well?
Yes, it is.
Okay, cool. Ah, nothing like a 2.
You have no effect. No effect on the door whatsoever.
Well, I did not
Um,
lose to love.
What did the
All
writing
right.
say, Bliv? You said you found something.
Just that writing we found earlier that you read to us. And then there were the dates. And I wonder if maybe the dates have something to do with it, but I don't know.
I'll assume you recite the words again, and I'll just copy it in chat for those who missed it last time.
Okay.
We honor the gods that they may bestow.
Well, we already killed this sun, so I don't think that's how we open the door.
And then there were the dates, which,
Aha, you're a cleric.
That I am.
Do you know what the days of the week compound to their gods? I know they're named after them.
Well, the days of the week are named after the gods. Do I know anything
Raj,
else?
do you want to roll a religion check? Yeah.
Probably should do that.
It's also going to be disadvantaged.
Oh yeah, it is. Guys, I'm so religious. It's a 0 modifier.
Oh, thank God. We're saved. Oh, not bad.
Yeah. So yeah, you do know a bit about the old Stilurban gods. They're based on the Elvish pantheon, and basically, so each day of the week is named after a different god. They go in order. If you want to open up your calendars, that way you can actually see. Here, I can open it for you guys. So just looking at the first month there, you can see the first is Lune. That's for Luna. Next is Ra for the god Ra. Next would be Zeus, which is the god Jupiter. Ren is for Saturn. Ven is for Venus. Ter is for Terra. Lo is for Mercury. And Mar is for Mars. And so each day corresponds with one of the 8 original gods from that pantheon. And so every day of the week, they're kind of like honoring that god.
So I'll just tell them that and be like, I apologize. They were not really the gods that I studied.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's just great you knew anything at all.
Talrath, you had a question?
I just was curious, how many of those writings do we find throughout the crypt that each son died?
One
mean,
So it is written. Yeah, it's written a total of 4 times. There's one in front of each actual tomb, and then one at the entrance hall here. Yeah.
Wasn't there dates alongside them?
The dates, however, were different, and they're different. They're only on the 3 rooms. So there's a date here. So again, the date on this rightmost room said born 1 Libris, died 13 Erelon. The second one was born 24 Leonis, 720 AE, died 26 Tauron, 748 AE. And the last one on the left side was born 13 Caprica, 723 AE, died 9 Canceron, 750 AE. And I'll type those out in chat just in case you missed them.
Oh, thank God. I can't write that fast.
Yeah. So the first one, I'll just type them out. Meanwhile, Blivette, you had a question?
Okay, on the calendar, did the days, like with our calendar, did the days change, like the number lining up with the day that it's on, or do they stay the same every year?
They stay the same every year because there's only 360 days in a year, so it actually ends up coming back to 1 on Day Lune on the beginning of the year.
Okay, so let's see here.
13 Erelon. I'll connect the dates to the day of the week. You guys do something else.
Actually, that's what I was doing right now.
Erelon
I'm going back.
is
I'm just gonna bang that over here
13.
again.
Is also a low, okay? And second is 725 AE 745. So that guy was 20. Good for him. Skeleton. Okay, 26 Tower.
Wasn't Juno gonna talk to like the soldier dude? Then we interrupted her.
No, I
sorry.
was interrupting you guys. So
I
I was-
She's
just
willing
felt
to
really
wait.
bad about it. Okay,
I was
cool.
gonna wait.
And then the last one on left.
$24 Leonis.
You're laughing.
Yeah, there's drunk college kids outside the room.
Oh.
Awesome.
So this guy died at
Blivette.
28. And he was the oldest, I think, so far. Okay, tell...
All right. So now, Alana, you guys can keep talking in chat if you need to, but Alana, you walk over to Jason, who's just leaning against the wall there. Doesn't see you coming.
I just kind of appear next to him.
Shit. You. What do you want?
Jason, right?
It's Jason.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I really want to apologize about the way I treated you earlier. It was so much stress. You know how it is. Especially
You
when
up to
you're
something.
stuck in a different plane. No, I am not. How dare
Seemed
you?
like you were ready to attack me.
No!
Wait, can Rahaj is listening. Can I insight check her?
Alana? Yeah,
Yeah.
if you want to.
Uh-oh. I really hope I do well. This will be so funny. Alright. Nope!
You have no idea. She could be telling the truth. Maybe she's genuine.
She
Just-
she circles around him, and I mean, we all have to work together. It would be foolish to, work against each other. We're all a team, right?
That depends on what you're gonna do next.
Both ways are split. So, really, we could go to the cathedral or go back to the cave. I'm fine with either one. But I want to know more about you. I mean, where are you from? Besides, on our plane, of course.
You want to know about me? Well, guess I got nothing to do down here anyways.
You're absolutely right. And she just smiles at him.
Well, my name's Jason, as I told you. From Ketland.
Oh, wow!
Used to be a soldier.
I am from Ketland, too. Where are you from, Ketland? And we just kind of sit down and chat.
Innisport. Nothing matters. Haven't been there in years.
Same. Same here.
He's just kind of like eyeing you suspiciously. Well, what else you want to know?
Well, it's not like I'm interrogating you. We're having a conversation. We're being civil.
Yeah,
So-
I'm not exactly sure why.
I am a friendly
Knowing
person.
where I was born isn't gonna, help us get out of here.
I'm.
Not gonna save
You're
those
being,
researchers
you're
either.
being absolutely rude. I am just making simple conversation since we're down
Oh
here.
yeah, and you're the
But-
poster child of politeness, aren't you?
Tristan,
Yes.
while they're talking, sitting
sorry.
down and having a conversation, can Rahaj just walk over and be like, can I sit where you're sitting? And just cram himself in between the two of them?
We're having a conversation, Raj.
Yes, I love having conversations.
It's an AB one. See your way out of it.
Good one. And then he looks over to the soldier. So, where are you from?
I've already asked that.
I want to know too, Alana. And while we're bickering back and forth, I kind of imagine that he's a little distracted. Can I try to check his pockets?
Yeah, go ahead and make a sleight of hand check.
Really? With one level of exhaustion, you're gonna try and pickpocket a military guy? Wise choice, Rahaj.
Two levels of exhaustion. Thank you very much.
And this is why we love you.
Oh,
Which is why
wow.
oh my god!
As you try to lean in, talking to both of them, you kind of lean in and brush past him, trying to look at Alana. He's like, "What the fuck, man? Back up!
I'm sorry, you're just so handsome. I wanted to get closer to you.
apologize.
He,
I
at that
apologize
moment,
for my friend.
he stands up and he just starts walking away. Fuck you people.
See, Alana, what you do
That's
is you
why-
make people
anyway.
uncomfortable, and then they don't want to hang out with us anymore.
I look at Raj and I'm like, I hate you so much.
By the way, Alana, you gave me a bunch of coins earlier. Was that a mistake? Are they trapped? Like, what's going on here?
No, I found them in the other room. And I
And
was
you
in the
gave-
middle of an important conversation that you interrupted.
It seems enthralling. You were talking of ports and other boring things. It seems beautiful.
Now you just ruined it. Thank you very much. I was
No
getting to the
problem,
good
Alana.
stuff when you walked in.
Now we can get to the good stuff. What do you want to know, Alana? And he crosses his arms. He just gives her the big smile.
Nothing from you. Thank you. And I walk away.
I try to trip her with my tail.
Can I not be tripped?
Just make a dexterity save, Alana, with disadvantage.
Okay.
While this is happening, Dubois and Mira are talking. Mira's just trying to convince him to go to the cathedral. Ooh, no, you pass. You jump over it.
No!
Pretty easily. Yeah.
And as soon as I kind of lightly hop over his foot, I blow him a kiss, and then I walk out.
I catch it and put it in my pocket.
Awesome. All right, and so now, Blivette, you had something you wanted to do.
Okay, so say I went back into the crypts and started, like, okay, those carvings, are they, like, carved into the wall and, like, not movable in any way?
Well, the sconces are sticking out of the wall.
In the crypts. The
But
carvings, the
you
gods.
mean like the actual symbols of the gods? No, they are carved into the wall
They're not,
outside.
like, buttons or anything.
No, they cannot be pressed. It's just like a little sconce in front of them, but there's no button or anything on it.
Are these
Can I
sconces
make a medicine
damaged?
check on the skeleton?
Medicine check on the skeleton?
To try and figure out how it died.
How he died? How he died? Yeah, you can go ahead and give me a medicine check.
Are the sconces in here damaged?
No, these ones seem to still be functional.
Or would it be a nature check because it's decomposing and stuff?
Yeah, it was hard. I had a hard time deciding. I'm gonna say I'm gonna say actually investigation, really, because you're investigating a death. So it's gonna be an investigation check.
Okay.
Yes. It's called Homeless Sherlock Holmes.
Yep.
Sherlock Homeless.
Sherlock
investigation.
Homeless.
Sherlock Homeless.
Title for this episode.
Ooh, not bad.
Oh, sorry, I missed that. Let me see.
Sherlock Homeless, Watson, what did you find on the walls?
Yeah, you can't see any real telling signs of how he died based on the bones.
How old was he when he died? Or do I have to make another check?
Based on that check alone, you can't really tell. I mean, he doesn't look, like he reached adulthood at least. He's not, a child or anything, but beyond that, you're not sure.
Oh, great.
Okay, so say I lit the sconce in front of each corresponding god for the day that each one of the guys died on. Does anything happen?
Well, I have to know which one is that, do you think?
Well, you said the date on this one was, that was the third one. And that was low. I don't remember which ones you said were which. I know that one up here is raw, and that's low.
I think it was Dubois who told you. Yeah, low, aka Mercury. That's this one here.
Okay, so
you want to light that one?
be that one in that room,
All right. So you light the sconce here.
and
I'm
Flame
following
picks up.
Live Like a Lost Puppy.
this one is the second one, which is 24 raw.
All right. So the symbol for Ra, which is the sun here.
Yeah.
Light it. Yep.
That one.
You light up the
and
sconce?
then this door's not open.
No, you haven't actually gone in there yet. You
Okay.
just saw the writing outside. So you're gonna open the door.
It's a dragon.
I'm gonna check it for traps real quick.
You check it for traps. Perception check.
I can help.
Oh, nice.
That's a door. Yeah.
Jackie, you can also roll perception.
In the words of Grog, there definitely is a ceiling.
And a floor.
Yeah.
Oh boy!
Does not appear to be locked or trapped.
Okay, so we'll open that
Okay.
one.
open up the door. I can't move this. Oh, sorry. It's just getting stuck. There we go.
And
Yeah,
this
so you
one
see my room.
is Vin.
So you're gonna light the symbol for Venus, which is right here.
Yeah.
I dodge out of the way.
You avoid the flames. As soon as you light that fire, you hear a
Yes!
mechanical sound.
We sprint
Go
on
into the
over.
door!
Sprint, Bliv, sprint.
Oh my god.
You just see this tiny little gnome running as fast as she can on her little legs.
Oh, I'm definitely following. Definitely going after Gnome.
Yeah, same.
Okay, so opening the door.
Everyone else
Liv,
as well
open
is
it, you
kind of
did-
like Mira's looking around the corner. What's going on?
Grab
You
the
did the
pregnant
honor.
ladies.
So Blivette, you're gonna turn the handle on the door.
Well, we disarmed the traps, so here we go.
All right. As you turn the handle, the door swings open. Inside, you see a mostly empty room. There's just a bunch of
That's a mimic.
just like fallen down rubble from like dust and like little pebbles along the floor. But other than that, it's completely empty except for this very large chest in the
Alright.
center of the room.
I'm gonna check it for traps to see if it's locked.
Perception check, please.
I'll do this. I'll do the same.
I'm not getting close to that thing. I don't trust it.
Nope, never mind. Actually, did too. Never mind. Liv is yours.
Right.
Please have a great.
Well, neither of you detect any traps and it does not appear to be locked.
Okay, I'm
Okay.
gonna poke it real hard with my staff real quick just to make sure.
This is what evocation spell was. Be careful, Bliv.
You poke it.
Yeah.
Nothing. You just-
Okay, we're gonna open it up
Metallic
then
sound.
to see what's inside.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
open it. Yeah.
Oh,
Step
right.
back.
All right. So should we roll
Oh,
initiative
no.
now or?
Inside, you find a ton of stuff.
Oh.
There are just like lots of different objects, different
I'm
like sort
going.
of artistic objects. Hold on, Raj. Blivette's sort of scanning through them. You see two vials, very tiny vials with some liquid inside, some clear liquid. You see a scroll of some kind, and just like a ton of coins, just mixed coins scattered about inside.
Can I tell from looking if what in there was giving off magic, or do I need to cast detect magic?
You can tell that the two potions are in fact potions of healing, which healing is considered evocation magic, as well as the spell scroll, which as you pick it up, you do see that it does have runes of magic on it. It is a spell scroll for cure wounds of first level.
Yes.
And as you take about 10 minutes just sorting through all the coins and all the random objects inside, this is essentially what you find, and I'll type it out for you guys so you don't have to copy this down. You find two. Yes, and someone else wanted to do something?
Is there a battle axe or a great axe?
You
Is there
do
a
not.
missing sword?
As you go through them, you do not find any weapons inside, but you do find 2,400 copper pieces,
Jesus.
700 silver pieces,
Jesus.
60 gold pieces. You also find a carved bone statuette, the symbol of like an elven warrior.
A bone?
It's made out of bone, yeah. You see a gold locket with a painted portrait inside, and it's got a picture of what appears to be a young elf in it. He looks like he's in his late teens, early 20s.
Wait, is the statue of a skeleton or is it just made out of bone?
It's made out of bone, but
Oh,
it's of,
okay.
of like an actual elf person. You find a small mirror set in a painted wooden frame.
More mirrors, yay!
Oh, it's very fancy. And you also find an embroidered silk handkerchief.
Okay, math person,
Ooh.
let's divvy up this money.
How many are we dividing up by again? How many people? 7? Can't remember.
By the way, during
yeah,
this,
it'll be-
Jackets goes to Bliv and goes, "Well done, you did it!" And sort of gets really emphatic about it all because it was brilliant what Bliv did.
And she's very pleased with herself.
Phone's going off. Gotta grab it, guys. Be right back.
Can we read what
That's
the handkerchief does it have words embroidered on it?
The handkerchief, no, it's more just like symbols and patterns. It just looks fancy.
Ooh.
Can I?
No skulls.
I look at Bliv and
Yeah,
I
that
say,
guy's-
"May I see the handkerchief?"
Sure. I hand it over.
Do I recognize any of the patterns?
On the handkerchief, no, they're fancy.
Okay.
You can roll a history check if you wish.
I don't recognize any either, right?
No, not really. But you can roll a history check if you're examining the handkerchief.
I don't want to know anymore.
All of you receive 100 experience points divided by 7.
Not much. I'll do it.
Arithmancer,
That's
give you a
14,
chance.
14 experience.
Yeah, okay, so you can all add 14 experience points.
Yeah, Bliv.
Wait, should we rob the dead?
Yes. I mean, yes.
But
They're not using
We
Okay,
already did it. We already did it earlier.
I can understand the healing potions. You don't need that, but the statuette and the locket.
Can you tell me, just Jacket, out of curiosity, what would a skeleton do with a locket?
It's not the fact that it would do as a locket, it's the fact that it was put here for sacramental rite. This is important. You can't just rip apart tombs without permission. You lose
Raj.
respect.
Raj looks to Alana. Wait, can't we?
I've never had any problems.
I haven't either.
Alana, you don't recognize the handkerchief at all.
Nothing I know.
And can I take
I
a
move
look?
it.
Since I've...
Yeah, I was just about to hand it over to Bliv.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Yeah, you can roll history as well.
Well,
Plus 5.
whoop, there it is.
Big nerd rules.
So yeah, you do recognize it is, it appears to be in the style of old Eldarillion, which is the ancient Elvish Empire. So it's very, just the handiwork looks like it was made by an elf. Dubois also walks in. Oh, it's quite impressive, Blivette. I thank you for finding this. As he kind of like awkwardly walks around, and he's kind of like sort of scratching his head, kind of looking around at the walls as he does this, like as if there might be some danger around here. This room is safe, yes?
Sure.
And
As far as we know.
might as well be safe and check it out. And he just starts looking around the walls, just perceptioning around there. All right, yeah. So you can spend another 10 minutes. I'll say, like, if you wanted to split out the goods.
Yeah, okay, there we go.
Yeah, you're like counting all the coins, figuring out what you got. And don't
So
forget about the
encumbered.
potions as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna give one of the potions to Raj because he keeps almost dying. And I'll give one to Alana since she always kind of runs ahead too.
Oh. Well, thank you, Bliv.
Oh, wait, you already had one from earlier, didn't you?
Let me see. I do not.
Okay, well then.
Bliv should get the leftover.
You should have the second one, Bliv.
Okay.
Okay, so I get.
I meant the money.
8
but whatever.
plus.
Can we at least leave the bone statuette and the locket and the mirror? Those are no use to us, they're just ornate.
Well, I believe they are not much more used to the people resting here.
See, even the holy man thinks we should take them.
I
Fine.
believe the best thing to do would to bring them to a better place and bury them back in the material plane.
Why would
Perhaps
they build this
find out.
if they didn't want to die here?
I know not why, what happened to this world, but it is not a good place for a spirit to rest, as we have seen already. The spirits here are not in peace. Perhaps this is why.
Well, in any case, Blivette found them. Blivette should have final word on what we do with them.
Liv?
If I do a history check on the statuette, am I gonna
Yeah, go ahead and give it a shot. Perfect. Yeah, so you recognize the statue. It's of an ancient elvish warrior. He fought way back when the Elven Empire was in turmoil. It was this legendary warrior who defeated an evil, the evil Lolth. But his name was Karis, and he was just a legendary Elven folk hero, essentially.
Do you recognize it, Bliv?
Yeah. And I'm just gonna repeat all what you just said.
Yeah. Eleni, you had a question?
Kind of off topic for a second. I just added those copper pieces and it says I'm encumbered.
Yes,
Yeah.
because copper pieces weigh as much as gold pieces, and essentially every 50 pieces is a pound, essentially, I believe.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're carrying, your pockets are like bursting full of change right now.
I'm alright. Oh, Alana, would you like me to hold on to your money?
I just glare at him.
Jasper
Having me
comes
hold on
strolling
to
in.
your water shit. You want and you want more gold?
I always want more gold, Jacket.
Jason's
ahead.
walking over at this point, trying to look over Talrath and Rahaj. Oh, you got this door open, did you? What's
Can we
going on
help
there?
you? Can we help you? I step behind Rahaj and look at.
I step next to her.
What? I was just wondering what y'all up to in here.
We found some old clothes and your obituary. If you don't turn around and go somewhere else.
Oh, it was grotesque and hideous.
Give me an intimidation check.
Oh god. Okay.
Did I give her advantage for helping her out?
No,
it's
because
normal?
you have disadvantage technically as well, so no.
So it's
Not
just two people.
Oh.
We're just both bumbling over
It's a
ourselves.
charisma.
It's like, let me see. I want to look inside. He tries to push past you.
I keep him from pushing past.
I'm gonna help her.
Uh,
I don't want him to push past either.
He doesn't
We don't want to start a fight in here, do we?
he doesn't like fight you. He's like, you're not up to something, are you? And he kind of puts his hand on his mace.
Yes, we are up to something.
Of course not.
Something
Rahaj.
horrific. Thank you for asking. I'm sure you asking would make us wish to answer you truthfully. Thank you, sir. You are quite the investigator.
Fuck you, weirdos. And he just starts walking off.
I give Alana a high five.
While all that's going on, Bliv's just gonna
He leaves
put the
him hanging.
relics back in the chest and close it.
She's gonna what?
Put the relics back in the chest and close it.
Okay, so the statuette, the locket, the mirror,
Yeah.
the handkerchief.
Yeah.
All right, so you put it back in. All right, cool. And yeah, you got the potions and the scroll, right?
Yes, I have the scroll, and I'm gonna copy that down a little bit.
Awesome. Yeah. So yeah, you finished divvying that out. And the chest is now empty, aside from a few relics.
Alright.
So if you guys are waiting, then basically Picard is still, looking around the walls. But another hour passes or so. It's getting later in the day. Starting to get a bit more tired.
Yeah, at one point you just said hours and hours passed.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna assume it's like
I was just going
6 or
up to
7.
7. Yeah, I was just gonna keep
Yeah.
going in case someone wanted to interrupt me, but
Okay,
no.
cool.
Eventually, it comes around 7 o'clock as it's starting to get dark, as the gray light is now dimmed, so it's darkness outside. And the survivors, they all start to lie down just on the hard floor and try to get some rest. Jason also resting in the corner with his back against the wall. So if you all take a long rest here.
Can
Then
Rahaj say to Dubois, well, for a person, you seem to be looking around a lot. You should take first watch. Go to the stairs.
He looks at you and
Felines. Okay, good. Oh, it's Sunday.
he looks at you and he's like, well, not so good at seeing in the dark, but mon Dieu, and he storms off.
Hell yeah.
And he
Give
goes
me
into stuff.
rush. Alright, I'm gonna pass out.
Cool. Jacket?
Okay, well, I was going to do something else, but in light of seeing this, I kind of look at Rahaj. I don't want to say what's your problem, but I'm thinking it, and I follow after Dubois.
Alright.
Okay.
Okay,
Wait a minute.
so this.
Talk, Liv, sorry. I was just going to say I'm going to help Dubois watch.
So if I copy down the scroll, I can give it to Seth and he can copy it down, right?
Yeah, I believe it's like an hour to copy it to your spell book.
Okay.
You guys are really making me obsolete, and I'm not too happy about it.
Hey, the more healers we have, the better.
What's being copied?
You're getting Cure Wounds.
I can't cast that. I'm an arcane caster.
Oh, yeah, sorry. You can only copy... I'd have to check the rules on this, but I think you can only copy spell scrolls if they are wizard spells.
Well, we have a rule master
I
for
have a
checking the rules.
purpose. I have a purpose.
So yeah, maybe if you check the wizard...
Yeah, it's Bard, Cleric, Druid, Paladin, Ranger.
Yes. Yeah, I
So,
don't believe it's in the wizard spell list, yeah.
I guess I'll give it to... Jacket.
You could still use the scroll. Like, anyone can use the scroll if you read if you read it, it's just like a one-time use of the spell. It's just you can't copy it and then have it prepared later for your
I
spell
will
book.
hold on to it.
Yeah, it has magical layerings that you are not.
So what am I
accustomed to.
checking in the rules again?
You're good.
I wanted to see if wizards can actually copy down spells that aren't technically wizard spells, because I don't think they'd be able to cast those. But
No, well, wizards can only cast arcane, right? So
yeah,
divine magic is off limits for.
I think that's right. I mean, if I see anything that contradicts that, then we can always retroactively give it to you. But I'm gonna say that for now. All right. So if everyone takes a long rest, you basically go back to full health. You lose 1 point of exhaustion if you were exhausted, and all your spells are back, and you should all be at level 2 now.
Now, Tristan, before we go about leveling up and such, Dubois took first watch, which means my long rest ends before his, correct?
Yes. Well,
So-
actually, no. The way that works is you're still both resting for 8 hours. It's just you can rest for 8 hours and have it break it up with like a bit of being awake and keeping guard. It's like I think it says in the book like 10 minutes or so, or like an hour of just keeping watch.
So we ended. If Rahaj never took watch ever that night, he would still wake up at the same time.
Yeah, essentially.
Logically speaking,
Okay.
one elf should be on watch and the other elf on watch.
I am on watch with Dubois.
Yeah, we got an elf. Yeah.
All right.
By the
Well,
way, seeing Dubois kind of get kicked around by Rahaj, I sort of, I don't talk to him about Rabbi, I just sort of sit by him and, I just kind of sit there in case he wants to talk. He probably doesn't.
As this is going on, as you guys are getting settled to rest, Brian comes over to the south building. Oh, my apologies, I didn't see you there, as he looks over at Talrath.
Oh,
Sean, you there?
Yeah. My mic was muted. Sorry.
No worries.
Yeah, I just sort of nod at him and again, yeah, boy, I'm trying to rest, mate. What you want?
Oh, nothing, I was just stretching my legs. I've been doing a lot of sitting ever since I injured my leg earlier. I'm Brian, by the way. Not sure we met.
Cool, man. Yeah, that's fine.
I noticed you don't keep with the others as much. How do you know exactly?
We just met, mate. Working on a job.
I see. Mercenary, is it?
Aren't we all?
No, speak for yourself. That kind of life is long behind me, anyways. Well, rest well. Just walking around. Sorry to disturb you. And he keeps walking up here. And sorry, so Jacket, you already did your thing, Alana?
I would like to walk up to Seth before I go to sleep.
Okay, yeah, you walk up to Seth.
Trying to be so serious. You guys are making me laugh. Okay. So I have my bedroll out, and I say something on your mind.
So Seth is, or I am, so just as I often do, just fidgeting with my arcane focus. I look up. I look straight at her and say, "Something's always on my mind."
Okay.
However, is something on your mind?
I say, I'm a little suspicious of one of our new members.
Jackson?
You could guess.
He doesn't hide it.
I have a feeling he may run on us.
What makes you think that?
Because it's something I would do. If I were in his position.
Well, he has made it known that this is a mission that has all but failed for every aspect of it except for the fact that he's still alive. He did voice earlier that he wanted to go back to our realm as soon as possible. Now, let me ask you something. Does he owe us anything?
No.
Then that's the answer. Of course he would run. Why would he stay here? For all intents and purposes, we are probably walking into suicide.
To go to the cathedral?
To linger any longer than we must.
I see what this is leading back to. I'm still going.
Oh.
I'm still going to the cathedral.
I actually smile and say, no, I was merely saying that. Odds are we will die. However, the future is not set in stone.
Out of character, I can't remember. Was it Seth that said that he was still coming with me, or okay?
Yeah, Seth said last session.
Okay, yeah, he's coming with me.
Thought about
So did Mira.
breaking his promise to go on.
So did Mira.
Oh, thank God, you've got Mira. You're saved.
She's gonna third wheel so hard.
I tell Seth, I say, you cannot come with me, Seth. I can't let you.
Why not?
These people need you. Okay? I can do this. I can try. And I know that I may get hurt, and I don't want anyone else getting hurt over this. Not when we have so little time to get back. I'd rather it just be me getting hurt than not being able to get back. Everyone else not being able to get back. I would like you to take them back to the cave.
So as Alana is speaking, I'm nodding. I'm listening to every word. And then when she finishes, I give a slight nod and say, I understand what you are saying to me, but I must point out that there are others that want to go back. I'm not a warrior. I don't think I can do any better than any of them. May I share something with you? And he'll look around for a moment to make sure no one's too close. And if Rahaj is sleeping near him. He'll just look at Rahaj just to see if he's sleeping.
No,
He's not
I'm
gonna check too hard.
100% out. Like,
Okay.
definitely asleep.
So when I confirm there's no one awake nearby, I'll continue and say, something actually occurred to me after I had made my promise to you, and I am not sorry, but I must break my promise. It is a matter of importance. I must test my theory about the malleability of the future, as it were. I can only do that if I go with you to the cathedral. Otherwise, I will never be able to confirm that.
This is no time to put your life in danger for some experiment. Seth?
What better time? If it's any consolation, I have not seen my death recently in a vision. And then I'll look up at her with like a smile like, hey, see, there's at least that.
I don't want anyone else getting hurt when there's a chance that you can be safe. And Seth, I have nothing to lose. All of you have something to lose. I have nothing back. I have nothing back in our plane, in our world. I have nothing. But
so, are you seeking to die?
I'm not trying
or
to
a
die.
cause?
You know, she kind of sighs and she goes, you know, I was a slave in Azak for a long time, and I would have wanted someone to come and save me.
So
That's what I would have wanted.
I see.
But you know what? No one ever showed up, and I had to save myself. But if I have any damn word in this, I will help save. I will do the best I can.
Your intentions are noble. I'm afraid mine are not. But I must insist I will come along.
Fine. That's fine.
Are you upset with me?
I just have a lot on my mind. And I bid him goodnight, and I walk away.
Okay. Alana, you can get a point of inspiration as you turn in for the night. The rest of you, mostly uneventful, are in a secured, very strong fortified location, so nothing creeps up on you. About 4 hours pass before Talrath, Mira, and Jacket. Although Jacket, you were, I believe, taking the first watch. So Jacket, like, I imagine you would stay up for a few hours first and then do your meditation.
Trancing allows me to take a look around while I'm doing it, right? So I'm technically got watch all night.
It means closed, but you are aware. You're like, you never lose consciousness. So your eyes are still closed though, but you're like, you would hear if somebody was walking towards you, basically.
Oh, okay.
But
so
yes,
yeah, I take the first wash.
Yeah. All right, cool. So yeah, you wake up relatively the same time. So 4 hours pass. So the elves are up first.
I will head straight to the door, assuming that someone wants to swap watches.
Oh yeah, you see, swap with Jacket. Dubois has he also after about 2 hours he went to turn in a swap with you, so he's now resting. It's going to bring us a couple more hours passing. Talrath and Jack could actually make perception checks.
Oh boy, it's the dragon, 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 it's the dragon.
You know, Jack,
Nice.
it's like the secret. If you just think about it enough, it will come true.
No!
Speaking of which,
No!
so it's actually quite hard to see. You actually don't see anything because it's pitch black out there. But you do in the distance hear a faint woof, 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 and it dies out after a while.
It was a really
Jackie
big
jumps to the edge of the room and sort of sits in the corner and pretends she didn't see anything.
Yeah. But you continue. A couple more hours pass as we continue on into the very early morning, as now full 8 hours has passed since you all started your long rest.
3 a.m.
So it'll be 3 a.m. Some of you start to stir. The survivors, Patrika and Brian and Justin, they're still snoozing. You know, they're sleeping in. But the rest of you guys are free to wake up if you wish.
And are you sure Dubois woke up at the same time?
Yeah, he
Positive?
would have woken up at the same time. Yeah.
Alrighty. Out of character question, Ed,
Mhm.
does Sethanon look troubled?
No.
Is it troubled? No, he looks fine.
Yep.
Hey, Tristan, can I look at Seth,
Yes.
see if he looks troubled?
Give me an insight check.
Oh, if I can ruin 2 of Juno's plans in one day. Oh my god.
So evil.
It's called chaotic neutral, actually.
You're still at disadvantage though, because you still have
Oh
one.
my god.
Whew.
But looking at Sethanon as he wakes up, he definitely does seem like something is on his mind. He doesn't seem upset, but he does seem like he kind of just came out of a pretty vivid dream. Speaking of which, Sethanon, you had a very vivid dream. You don't remember all of it, but there's this one point in particular in the dream that you recall quite vividly, and I'm just going to copy that over to your journal now.
Alrighty.
Rahaj is gonna look at him and say, you seem different. Did you have another dream last night?
Yes. It's fading, but yes.
Would you like to tell me about it? I mean, Rahaj about it?
Not at the moment. I must commit this to my journal. Just please give me a moment.
Oh, okay. And he just sits with his legs crossed and hands in his lap with a big smile, waiting like a dog waiting for a treat.
All right, yeah. So Seth starts scribbling down his notes. Takes a couple minutes to do that. Mira.
Dream journal?
Yeah, Mira's kind of wandering around, like looking at the different symbols of the gods in the different rooms, just making notes of her own as she walks around.
Blivette has a question for Rahaj.
Yes, yeah, you can go ahead with that.
For me?
Yeah, she's gonna come over and kind of.
Oh.
You're sitting down, so she's just gonna tap you on the shoulder. So you told me to keep an eye on Dubois. Was there a reason for that?
Who else in the room with us right now?
Well, Patrika and Justin are still sleeping, so it's just Sethanon, Alana, and Brian is also sleeping around there.
Alright, well, they already know about it. Well, let me tell you. Back at the Saltstone Inn, with when the fire had started, Dubois came to me and he slayed the shade trying to kill me. He looked down at me and he asked me if I would take his holy symbol. You see, I carried a symbol with myself at all times. It was one of my tribe, and he casted it into the flames. He tempted my life. He knocked me out and left me to burn alive.
I just take a moment to digest this information, and I go, "He what?" I cover my mouth.
Raj covers her mouth too. Listen, he had an attempt on my life, and it failed. That is it. I wanted you to keep an eye out because I didn't want him doing it to anyone else.
Is your hand still there?
I took it away.
More quietly now. But there were other people we were looking for. He could have put them at risk too, and he just gonna go back to my little corner and grab my spell book.
Before she leaves, he goes, "Never trust a person of religion, Blivette." And then he's gonna ruffle her hair and let her go back.
I'm just gonna sit back down and fume quietly.
So, Sethanan, did you finish writing? And he's gonna bounce up and down.
Yes, I did.
Would you like to tell me now?
I cock my head and look at him. Why do you want to know?
Raj looks almost a little hurt, and he's like, "Well, I assumed we were friends. I just wanted to see what was going on."
Sometimes friends must protect each other with lies, secrets, concealment, correct? And then I look at Raj in his eyes.
You are talking to a man who comes from the plane of secrets.
Exactly.
No. Secrets and tricks are not for your friends, Sethanan. The secrets and tricks are for personal survival. No, when you have others to care for, it is different. That is when the truth needs to be heard.
This vision doesn't concern you. You do not need to know what it entails. It only involves me.
Raj just stands up, kind of looks him in the eyes, and walks out, and his tail's kind of drooping down, dragging in the dirt. And he's going to walk to a different room.
Aww.
Oh. Seth gets walked out on twice.
To buy some chocolate and roses.
I don't know, man. That hurt me.
Meanwhile, Dubois, as he wakes up, he comes over to you, Talrath, and he's merci for taking the watch. I trust there was no problems.
No, just some flapping of wings outside.
For a moment, I thought this was all a bad dream. The moment has passed, but still, part of me was hoping I would wake up back home. There is something I should discuss with you, at the very least. You seem to know this Rahaj, yes?
I know him as bad as well as I know the rest of you, mate.
Oh, my apologies. I thought you were talking with him earlier. I assumed.
Well,
But
no,
just...
he talked to me, yeah.
Oui, je comprends. Well, there was something I must get off my chest if you have a moment.
Oh, yeah, I'm not going anywhere. It's not about that, well, no, go ahead.
It's just I cannot tolerate a scoundrel, and he is not who he appears to be. He says he is a cleric of Ultima, but I have seen the holy symbol he wears.
Is that the skull thing he wears around his neck?
Yes, and I am going to do a out-of-character religion check to see how much Dubois knows about it. Just so I don't metagame.
Hearing this, she's just in the corner here.
Yeah, you can hear this. It's not a secret conversation. You can hear this. They just haven't. Dubois hasn't actually noticed you over there yet. Let's see here.
Don't notice timeless people. Rude.
Let's see, this Wano.
Uh-oh.
I am familiar with the symbol. I do not know much of the god Sirik, but it is a vile god of deception and lies. I suspect that he may be here for ulterior motives. There was a moment I lost control of myself back in the inn. When I found him invoking this dark power, it seemed for a moment he was our enemy. I do not know what his intentions are, but whatever they may be, he has not been honest with us. That much I am sure of.
Yeah, no, I'm not terribly surprised by that.
You, on the other hand, have proven yourself at least good to your word, and I appreciate that, which is why I thought I might as well bring this to your attention. I'm not sure if he is conspiring with any others in our group, but at the very least you do not seem to be on his side from what I can observe.
Yeah, no, right now, mate, I'm pretty much on my side, but is there something you'd like to do? Would you like to confront him in front of the others? Would make for a good show.
Well, it does seem that some of our party are still interested in searching for the others. Personally, I do not feel that Ultima is with us in this task. It may be... we may save more lives if we retreat now. However, if Raj were to stay behind, perhaps Ultima could judge the worth of his soul. If he is a good man, then I am sure Ultima will protect him. But perhaps it is best if he stay on to search for the others. Then we can see if he truly is as good a man as he wants us to believe.
And I'm just kind of nodding my head. Yeah.
It is just a suggestion, but we shall see. Sorry, yesterday something strange came over me. Lost perspective. In any case, I will leave you to your rest.
Thanks, mate.
And he walks off. Yeah.
At this point, Raj has wiped away his tears and he's walked back into the main room. Putting on a false face of confidence.
Yeah. Alright, yeah, so it's currently still 3 a.m. It's still dark outside. Mira goes up to you. Is Alana still asleep?
She can be awake.
Mira walks over and Raj starts hitting her in the face with his tail to wake her up.
What?
Alana, you mean? I think you meant Mira.
No, just Alana.
What the hell? I'm
this
swatting.
one wants to speak with you.
Oh,
sorry, I didn't mean to wake you, although it wasn't really I who woke you. I was wondering...
smack Raj. Just hit him hard, like, on the sun side.
Wing.
Just on your arm. Okay, go. I'm sorry, Mira.
No, it's quite alright. Did you sleep well, given the circumstances?
Just fine. Well, what did you need?
Well, I believe that you expressed an interest in going to the cathedral, and as I said, I'm with you. I just wanted to make sure you still are committed to this mission.
You want to go?
Yes.
I'm suddenly woken up, fully waking up.
If I go back now, it just proves to him that I'm not ready for real research. And I believe we've just been unlucky so far, but if we can get to the cathedral, find them, then we just have to get out. It's as simple as that.
My apologies. Cathedral? There is a plan to go to a cathedral.
Well, yes, that is why we were all here, to find the research team, or at least what became of them. Jason confirmed with us that they were in the cathedral last he saw.
Apologies, I was with Tetra at the time. Why is this up for discussion? Why is it a debate? Why are we not all going?
Well, from what
I glance at Atlanta. And I look at Rahaj, I'm like, I glance at Atlanta, I'm like, dude, it's her.
It's a sore subject right now, Rahaj, thank you. And then I go back to talking about...
Apologies, Alana. But Rahaj believed that he was on this mission too. Was he incorrect?
If you want to join us, then by all means, Rahaj.
Jacket interrupts with something, or is that, do you want to wait?
No, but it was just something I forgot to do, and I went, oh god, I forgot to do something, and no, never mind, just wait.
No worries.
I'm an idiot, go back. Sorry.
Mira says, well, of course, yes. I mean, I'd hope we'd get everyone to join us. We do have a few more hours, and she quickly, you can see her counting on her fingers. I believe we have until the 30th, around 4 a.m. before the portal opens again.
Well, here, let us get everyone in the room.
Now listen, hold on. Please don't tell me you're going because you have father issues.
Father, excuse me?
I didn't stutter. Now, what came out of your mouth just a moment ago was that you wanted to go because you wanted to prove yourself to him, I'm guessing, Aladris.
Father, that's beside the point. Alright, the point is, we're here to do a task. I said I would do it.
Unbelievable.
You don't wish my help, then go on my own. It's playing better than anyone else here. You're telling me that I'm not qualified to be here. She just storms off.
Wow, Alana, you have such a way with words.
Well, she is kind of fragile.
So, I'm confused. Why are we not bringing everyone to the cathedral? I do not understand what is going on.
Because not everyone wants to go to the cathedral, Raj.
Why not?
There's a dragon.
Hey, Raj.
Just from back behind Raj.
Did you say dragon?
Yeah.
There is a dragon at the cathedral.
It seems it perches up there at times. And possibly its home. Also, apparently the cathedral is to, Anima.
Maybe for future references, we should keep Rahaj in the loop of things, yes?
I don't say anything.
Now I'm confused with you. You seem to be chasing people off, and going to a mission with a dragon seems like it'd be quite a powerful feat. Why would you not want more people?
I just think that if everyone believes that it's such a dangerous mission, I believe that it's a dangerous mission, then I should go. And Seth apparently wants to go.
I made a promise to Professor TSO to reclaim Riksha.
Insight check.
Yeah, go ahead, roll.
I love pulling up the character sheet.
I
It takes like 4
kind of
hours.
sort of made a similar promise, but...
And
Oh,
so you
shit.
rolled, still a disadvantage. He appears to be telling the truth as far as you can tell.
Your logic, Alana, does not really make sense to me. Because we all see it as a danger, but you specifically see it as a danger, so you should go?
I don't have to explain myself to you. If you want to go to the cave, or you want to go to the cathedral, Rahaj, I don't care.
Are you attempting to die a hero, Alana?
I'm not trying to die a hero. I'm trying to get the task that was given to me done.
insight check.
You can also insight check her, yeah.
Yep. God!
You can actually tell that she's telling the truth.
She's telling the truth?
She does appear to be telling the truth, yeah.
Huh. And Setanon, how long have you known about this?
Since yesterday.
How long have you been decided on going?
Since I agreed to go on this mission. As I spoke of earlier, I made a promise to Professor Tieso to retrieve Richam.
Well, I see no point in just 3 or 4 of us speaking anymore. May as well get the whole group together, no? And without even listening to their answer, he's gonna call for everyone else to come into this room.
I facepalm.
Dubois comes walking in. So, oh, pardon. Also, as you call out, Patrika and Jason also stir a little bit. Brian, on the other hand, is sleeping like a baby on the corner. Mira is also hanging around at the corner, just leaning on the wall, just listening from a distance with her arms crossed. Oi, what are you waking us up for? What time is it? Jason comes over.
It is time to get to work. Now it appears we know of where the remaining survivors are, and we know where the exit is. What are we going to do?
Well, it seems like you answered your own question there. We know where the exit is. Let's head on down there, wait for the portal to cross over, and then go back, maybe collect some of our coin that we're owed. Makes sense to me.
Well, while your perspective is appreciated, I would prefer to hear to the people that I have the job with, if you do not mind.
Well, that's up to you, mate, but I'm getting out of here. So, best of luck to you.
You can sit down for now. You can sit down for now until we're finished discussing.
Alright, and he just leans against the wall, he doesn't sit.
So, Alana and Sephanon plan on going to the cathedral as they have let me know. Mira wishes to go as well. What do the rest of you want?
Dubois, he sort of is, the cathedral, yes, why were we going there again?
The survivors.
Yes, the research.
Apologies, Dubois. You seem a little, out of it. Is there any reason why?
No, the cathedral, yes, it will not be a problem, yes.
You have nothing you wish to confess, no?
To you, I do not believe you'll be taking any confessions from me. And he turns around. Alana.
I flip a coin at him to see if he can catch it.
Dubois?
Dubois.
Disoriented
he is.
Let's see. He tries to, the coin flips towards him. He, reacts, it just bounces off his chainmail. He just pops the gun and says, what was that? Oh,
apologies, Dubois.
My imagination, it must be my imagination. It's nothing. Sorry, continue. Please,
Dubois,
continue.
Do not walk away.
So
we are not finished discussing.
I just need to sit. He appears pretty sweaty at this point.
Now, if you do not wish to confess anything, maybe I should, no? I'm giving you an opportunity to once more be an honest man.
I am dreaming. This isn't real. He's sort of mumbling to himself. No, this is a dream. I never came here. This can't be possible. Tarath.
Yeah, so when Raj is saying that stuff to him, I kind of try to interrupt. Like, boy, mate, you might want to hold on to any sort of confessions for the moment. And I would like to sort of walk over to Dubois and kind of try to gauge like his mental physical status. And while I'm doing it, go ahead.
Insight check, basically.
Okay. And while I'm doing that, I'll say to the group, I know we had a job to do to get people, but we don't know if the survivors are alive. We know that these people are alive, and looking at the health of our friend Dubois here, I don't think he's got long. I think it's best we get out of here. As I said before, I made my thoughts clear. They haven't changed. And out of character, Richard, I don't know if you were there, but you probably heard that stuff.
What stuff?
Basically, Colruyt just going off about how, like, this whole thing is madness and trying to stay in here is crazy. Oh my god.
Yeah, so you've seen this look when you were back in your previous line of work. You had seen this look occasionally on people who had essentially begun to lose their minds. People who were like going crazy. They would acknowledge that things were that this is the real world. They'd start getting paranoid. They start going mad. They think that everything was just like a dream. He still seems like physically he's in ship shape. He's still just as strong, but mentally he's not doing too well. He's very nervous. He's muttering to himself, looking around suspiciously at the walls like he might see things around the corners. It seems like this realm is starting to have an effect on him.
Talrath, is he okay? Is he feeling guilty?
Guilt is probably not something you should be talking about, friend.
What's that supposed to mean, Talrath? What are you implying?
You really want to do this here?
Why not? Let us speak in front of everyone. A jury of our peers, no?
Not really a jury of our peers when your primary accuser is losing his mind.
Talrath, is there a problem?
Well, if you're forcing the issue, and I'm pretty sure someone else will have noticed, our friend here, pointing at Raj, he doesn't worship Ultima. I don't know who he worships, but it's surely not Ultima. I don't know why he's here, but he's been lying to us the entire time.
Interesting, Talrath. You seem to speak from a man who's never lied. Dubois over here. I'm sure he told you and made sure you knew every detail about his attempted murder on me, no? And you, who refuses to speak of anything of his past, keeping it close to his chest. Alana here. Alana speaks very clearly of who she is, but yet we don't truly know. And Sethanon, a man who I thought was my friend, now wishes to keep secrets from me, no? So what is the problem with a tiefling keeping the secret? Do you not trust my people? Are you but another racist zealot?
And like Talrath is sort of like surprised, and the look on his face is like, wow, racist, really? No, mate, I work on evidence. And I had evidence. I saw that skull thing you wore around your neck. And then, at the farmhouse, you took that skull upstairs. Yeah, you're going to say that I'm the only one that saw it. And that's fine, but I saw it, and I'm the only one that needs to know.
And now Talrath, when Dubois found out about what I worshipped, he attempted to kill me. Tell me, if you worship something that a zealot like Dubois would dislike, would you want to wear it openly?
Just to clarify, everyone else just heard him admit that he doesn't pray to Ultima, right? He just admitted it, and I'm sort of looking around, especially at like Seth and Bliv.
Yes,
I don't see the
listen.
big deal.
Because I worship a different god? Is that a problem?
Well, Jackson's like, well, what god is it you worship then?
What god?
Well, yeah.
He goes by the name of Sirik.
Everyone roll religion checks.
If my mouse will cooperate.
Please give me something.
Dim religion and history. No.
Jason looks super confused.
Good job, Seth.
There it is.
Yeah, Sethanon!
So Sethanon, you recognize the name Sirik. It's not widely written about in Thandalay, but it's an older god from an older pantheon. There are lots of little sort of almost like cautionary tales that are told to kids sometimes about the trickster Sirik, god of deception, god of lies, god of trickery, essentially. And he's usually the patron of criminals and thieves. He's usually the one they go to for a blessing whenever they're about to go on a burglary of some kind, or if they're getting caught in a lie. There's this hand emotion that people do when they're getting caught in a lie, where they basically pray to Sirik, where they put their fingers together like this and put it behind their back.
Yeah.
It's sort of like their way of like praying to Sirik whenever they do that. That's essentially where that comes from. Yeah, it's essentially he's not considered an evil god. He's more of like a just chaotic neutral. He's unpredictable. It's more like deception and trickery for self-fulfillment, like just looking out for yourself and amusing yourself with trickery.
So, you've heard the name. Do you feel better?
All right, I'm assuming you're talking to me.
I'm talking to everybody.
Yeah.
You all heard the name?
Justin's like, I never heard of this Sirik. Sounds like some stupid you just made up.
Rahaj just flicks him off.
The way I
Mira-
see it, you've done nothing but help us. When you've been an idiot that runs ahead and nearly dies every time, but you've helped us. So I don't see a problem.
I appreciate the compliment.
And
No, go ahead.
well, Mira also walks around. I can't say I've heard of this god either, but perhaps if you prove you're willing to help my friends, these researchers, then I trust you.
So, Rahaj has not proved himself already, Mira.
All I want is for my friends to be safe and sound and our research secured.
And
Can you at least help us with
understands that? Rahaj understands. But he needs to make sure that everyone seems... Basically, that there will not be another person attempting to stab him in the back.
Dubois is still just... There's no such thing as Sirik. It's no such thing. It's only Ultima. Ultima is the one true god.
And if we look at the two religious individuals, I seem to be doing much better. If that means anything to any of you.
Sethanan.
So yeah, at this point, Sethanan is just going to move forward a bit and just look at everybody and put a hand on Rahaj's shoulder and says, all I know of Rahaj is what I've seen and what I've been involved with as far as his actions. I have no reason to distrust him. For those who are not aware of Sirik, and then I'll basically go into I guess, Wikipedia entry, verbalization of Sirik, and then finish with like references and all
What's
that stuff.
Wikipedia, Seth?
Wizardpedia.
Winterpedia, yeah, exactly. But essentially, he'll explain to everybody as objectively as possible, just like bullet point facts. This is what Sirik, as far as most people know of, this is what it or he is, what his followers tend to generally do. And then I'll just finish by saying, I only know that I was hired for this mission, for this job, for a very specific task. And I do mean to fulfill my obligation. However, I also agree with Talrath. This is a foolhardy mission. We were not given sufficient information. And anyone who wishes to return, to be frank, they are correct.
Jason nods. I'm leaving. I'm taking Patricia and Brian. I don't care what you lot do if you want to get yourselves killed.
Well,
And as I mentioned in the chat, an hour has passed as you guys are all discussing this.
4 a.m.
And so Mira walks over. She's, calmed down a bit. And she says, very well, perhaps we should... Those who are willing to go to the cathedral, search for the research party, stand with me over here. Those who wish to return to the cave and wait for the portal to reopen, on the other side. Jason, he whistles over to Brian. Oh, Brian! Get up! Wake up, you lazy bastard! Brian's like, sorry, you want me to stand over? Okay, and he just hobbles over.
Raj doesn't move.
And Blivette's also
Dubois.
just stands there.
Dubois is also kind of in the middle, like, he's not even paying attention to the conversation anymore, he's just...
But there's no doubt which way that Dubois will go.
So yeah, he's still sitting in the corner, he hasn't moved. Jason's like, well, I guess we're taking him with us then?
Yeah,
Oh.
you are. And take care of him. That's his bastard.
Or don't. Raj does not care.
Well then, what about the rest of you? Yeah? Little one? Healthy one? That priest who's not a priest, but he's still a priest. I don't know what you are.
Another football. Raj leans over to Blivette. Little one, do not feel bad if you wish to go home. There is no shame in this. You understand this, correct?
I know, but if you lot die, I'm gonna feel really bad.
Do not. The decisions that are being made are on people's own fruition. They are adults. You are an adult. You make your decision on your own. You need to fight for you. Because at the end of the day, you're the only one that will defend yourself.
That doesn't make things any easier.
It doesn't.
Dubois will need you, Liv.
I seem to recall that I've been the only one out of most of you that hasn't fallen.
Raj chuckles. She is right there, Lana.
Well, technically, and then I just stop and don't say anything else, glancing at Lana nervously.
Shaking my head at him.
Patricia, she's like, wait, no. Terrace, he said his brother, I almost forgot, gods. Terrace's brother Chip, still trapped in the manor. We can't leave without him, can we, Jason? Jason's kind of like just looking at the ground. Listen, it's too late for him. Got to think of ourselves. And she kind of pushes past him. No, please, before we go, at least try looking for him. We saw him not just a day ago.
Wait, how old is this one you speak of?
Well, he's a bit older. It's hard to tell with halflings, they're all so tiny. But he looked like he was, almost come of age, really.
And do you think he
almost a man.
Do you think he stands a chance?
I can't stand the thought of just leaving him out there. It's just...
Listen to me. You do not think of just yourself now. You carry another one with you. This is not a mission for you, no matter what. You are going to the cave. That is not an option.
Listen, if I could pay you, I'll give you all the coin I got if you at least go try and find him.
Do not pay me coin. You go to the cave, we will speak.
If there's anything else I could offer you, anything. Alana.
I walk up to Patricia and I say comforting, and say we will not accept your money, but we will go to the manor to look for Chip.
Oh, thank you. Bless you. Ultima bless you. And she like kneels down and grabs both your hands and starts kissing them. Please. Thank you.
Okay, that's a little bit. But And I turn around and I look at Rahaj and wink.
And what?
Patrika.
Wink.
Alright, I catch that and put it in my pocket too.
No, that's not a flirting one. Out of
Hell
character.
yeah.
Alana, you're not making a deception check, are you?
I am.
Okay, go ahead and roll
Oh,
deception.
now I get it. I give her a smile like I'm proud.
Don't make a deception check.
Deception check,
Okay.
yep. You don't have
Oh
disadvantage.
god, I don't have any charisma though.
-1.
Oh my god.
Wait. She's looking at Rahaj for comfort. Does that give her advantage?
I don't
No.
No, it wasn't comfort. I was just letting him know.
I'm trying to help him.
Okay. Okay. Dice gods be with me. Okay, here we go. Oh my god.
And she just grovels at your feet. Thank you so much.
I pull my
Julia.
hands out of hers. I promise that we will try to find him and do our best.
You are a good person. You are. Though I can't say the same for everyone here. And she looks down at Dubois. And you, aren't you supposed to be like some sort of holy man? You're just going to sit there and leave? But as a defenseless young man is trapped up there. Dubois like, there's no young man. What are you speaking of? No, I am going. And he stands up.
No, you're not. No.
We push him back down. No.
No.
And Patrika looks again to Taurath. What if you... I can give you whatever I can. I'll offer you coin. I don't have much, but I'll convince you to go.
Patricia, no offense to the man with the mace, but you're going to need more protection. Talrath is the man for that.
Yeah, I'm just a little confused, Tristan. Is she wanting me to go find Ship or help her out?
She's
Chip.
asking... Yeah, she's offering you payment to find Chip, the kid.
And I just start shaking my head. I'm like, no,
And Jacket cuts in here.
yeah.
Okay, is she holding out any money or anything, or trying to, just pass it along to us to force it on us?
She hasn't revealed any money yet. No, she's just offering
Okay.
you money.
I step forward and go, we'll find him. I promise we will. Don't worry. We'll do something about it. And even if he's gone, we'll tell you what happened.
All right. Actually, make a persuasion check with advantage because the other guys, Alana, was kind of helping you.
Hey, I'm not actually deceiving here. I'm going out to
No,
fucking
it's-
ship. What's
yeah,
the rest of you doing?
Yeah, it's persuasion. Yeah.
Persuasion. You're
Oh,
persuading her to
okay.
calm down.
Oh, you picked Kanye
And-
for once in my life. Oh my
Oh my
god.
god.
And you just place a hand, and it's almost like magical light just emanates from your hand a little, and it's like you just have this calming presence. And she's like, you know what, I think you might just find him. No, I believe it. It was Ultima's will that you got here. You helped save our lives already. Sure, you'll find him. Yes.
I do
All
the
right.
ultimate symbol back at her because I saw Father Moriel do it, and I think it'll help her. Yeah, the circle-y.
And she smiles at you. God bless you. All right, well then, is it decided then? And Justin's like, not quite, actually. The daughter's coming with us.
I
Patrick's-
apologize. What grounds do you have to make that claim?
On the grounds that I'm owed a shit ton of money for my services, and I need to make sure that your father is true to his word. And if I go back there, you get yourself killed, well, it's not going to look too good for me, is it? So,
You're not getting that.
and Mira kind of backs up a little and it's like, no, Jason, you can't leave the rest of your team behind. You were hired to protect them. I wasn't hired for this. Now you're coming with me whether you like it or not. So get over here.
Okay,
starts to-
nope. Screw
No,
this, screw this.
Raj is
Casting
on-
shillelagh and stamping the ground with a stick. Intimidation.
Talrath gets to go first, though. Talrath, what do you do?
So I reach out one of my arms and put it in front of Jackson to prevent him from moving. And I would like to speak to Mira in Elvish. I assume because she's an elf, she speaks the language.
Yeah.
And I would like to say to her, what do I say to her?
Good question.
I say to her, listen, I understand you feel like you need to find your research party. I understand you feel like you have some obligation to your father. What happens when you get killed with the rest of them? How do you think your father's going to feel? You cannot fail your father if you're dead. Please.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh,
Of course.
Ooh,
nice.
that's not bad. That's not bad.
With a -1, yeah.
Her eyes start from side to side. She looks around at all you. Promise you'll try to find them. And you'll come back before the portal closes, so I'll know.
I promise.
She looks over to you, Talrath. And you guys didn't even hear this. Only Jacket really understood. And I think some of you maybe I'd have to look at your languages. You know your languages.
I don't know it.
Oh,
But yeah,
I understood it, actually.
yes.
Oh my gosh, I understood it.
Yeah, Alana understood it. But so Mira looks to all of you and she says, all right, I suppose if it would put your mind at ease, Jason, then I will go back with you.
Wait, you're going.
He's right. I'm a researcher. I'm not a warrior. I'm not an explorer. I've never even left the lab before now. And the one who vouched for me is now clearly not behind this mission at all, as she points to Dubois. Blivette, you wanted to interrupt there?
I turn around, look at Better, and I say, I'm not an adventurer or anything. I'm just a researcher too. But it looks like I'm going.
Well, based on what Cecil told us, you're well worth every coin of gold we're spending on you. But no, I appreciate it. But I wouldn't want my father, in case something did happen, I wouldn't want his wrath taken out on them. They're just trying to save themselves. I'll wait at the caves until the portal opens, and I'll meet you again when you return safely with the rest of the research team. And sorry, Rahaj, you're cutting in as well.
Yeah, he's just gonna say, well, if you wish to leave, you're going to need to protect them. Let me give you something. And I'm gonna take her over into this room.
Okay. She looks back a little and follows you.
I'm going to be very quietly speak to her, very, very quietly, and say, I know you wish to do your father proud. You are going to stay here in this crypt room, okay? Stay there and wait for Sethanon to come get you, alright?
You make a persuasion check.
I have an idea. Just go with me, Mira, please.
If you have inspiration, you're welcome to use it. Okay.
I don't have it, but if I tell you my
nice.
idea, do you maybe want to give it to me?
Nope.
Alright.
I might give it to you after. All here. Although I think I know what your idea is, actually.
Yeah, I think you're going to like it if I do it.
Well,
She puts her hand out. I appreciate it, but no.
No, watch this. Watch this. And he's going to put his hand over his chest, and I'm going to cast Disguise Self to make myself look like Mira.
oh no.
She's like,
You are going to make sure your friends are okay. Do you understand?
She's just speechless, but she nods.
Alright, and he's going to open the door. He's not going to force her in, but say, stay in here and wait for Sethanon.
Okay, she's kind of like leaning against the wall, like, what just happened? And hold up. 1 second. Just gonna make this a bit
that's
more...
so cool!
make this a bit more legit. So you should.
Do I have control of it?
Control. I'm gonna give you control of
Okay,
this.
cool.
Now, yeah. So you
Nice.
should be able to control to move it around now.
Yes, I can. All right.
So as Raj disappears and you know.
You just moved me in the room. I think.
Sorry. Yeah, I have to give you vision. I forgot.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh,
I'm hanging out with Tetra off the map. I like it.
Oh, hey, Raj. Didn't see you there.
All right, so he's just let her in. Close the door.
I'm just gonna in case I get confused. You are this one.
Yes.
Oh, no,
And before she goes, he's gonna touch his chest again and cast a little bit of light in there for her.
Okay, cool.
All right, so she can see. She's all happy. I'm gonna come out and whisper very low to Sethanon. Raj apologizes. Wait before you leave. Check the crypt. Not wait for a response. I'm gonna stop talking from this point out. Just kind of nod and walk over and stand with them.
Okay. All right then. Guess we better get a move on then. Ready to go, Tara.
Uh-oh.
But let's say I walk off and one of them came back. I'm obviously going to ask Mira. I'm like, where's Raj? What's going on there?
Lots of diarrhea.
Performance.
Do I sound like her when I disguise myself?
I don't think so.
No. You can alter your. I'll get Rule Master to check the spell book or the spell list for that. Unless you have it prepared, if you could just
I do have it
expand it
prepared.
for us.
Let me click that for us.
Yeah, read the description. But I believe it also masks your voice. You just can't speak languages that you don't know.
Ooh.
But you don't know that.
I don't know that.
It doesn't say anything about a voice. I've been reading it. It's only physical inspection.
Yeah, unfortunately.
But it says the only way to discern that you are disguised is they have to use their action to inspect your appearance, which I would
appearance
assume.
is visual, not vocal.
Yes.
DM's word is final.
In this, I'm gonna say make an insight check against his performance check.
Oh, dude, come on, man! It's gonna be so cool.
The dice tell all. The dice.
No!
You're still at disadvantage.
I'm on Rahan!
You're still at disadvantage. Yep.
Oh no!
Unless Tristan, do I have inspiration? Which
I'll
means
give
that
you
first.
inspiration, but you have to re-roll.
I have to re-roll?
Yeah, I'm not gonna let you pick it just because you already saw it there. So.
I mean, but that was the first one, right?
No, because
Okay.
if you use inspiration, you can't have it already.
Do I roll? Can I roll normal or?
So just roll another one, and it'll be either a 4 or if the other one, whichever's higher.
Wait, so normal roll.
Just do a normal roll, not disadvantage. Yeah.
Please. God damn it.
Nope, the dice has spoken.
That's persuasion, not performance.
Oh, sweet, not performance.
Oh my god. Try again, baby.
Delay the inevitable.
It's only better if Tristan was like, and now we'll take a break before we see.
Oh, that's actually a good point. Let's see this.
Yes!
Wow.
So using your illusion magic and like mixing in a bit of your thaumaturgy to alter your voice, you do manage to pull off a pretty convincing Mira. That Talrath, since Talrath hasn't spent a lot of time talking to Mira, he doesn't remember too closely how she speaks, and so yeah, as far as you can tell, it appears to be Mira.
What do you say to me with her voice?
With her voice, Raj, after hearing this is my Mira impression. After hearing everything, Raj gave me words of wisdom, and now he needs to take a rest. He was caught off guard by everyone's reaction to him. Forgive me for talking to him. Can we leave?
Yeah, I'm ready to get the fuck out of here. Not sure what we'll wait for.
And I'm gonna give like the sweetest little smile to Talrath, like, thank you for protecting me.
Careful.
Oh, Jesus.
No, I assume that's part of my persuading him.
It's all part of your performance.
Okay,
You
cool.
rolled for that.
Oh my god.
Give him a
And
little
Tyler's
smile.
like, yeah, I guess Mira was kind of flirty. I don't know. So yeah, as far as you can tell, it's Mira.
So, let's go off. And I'm just gonna look at the others and wave and say, thank you for what you're doing. And then
Goodbye, Mira.
goodbye, Ivana.
Brian's like, well, should we wait a few hours until it's light again?
No, the quicker we move, the better.
She says Raj's voice.
That was Mira's voice.
And also, during all this this discussion, I'd say another hour has passed as you went to the side there. It's another pass, so it's I think 5 a.m. I believe.
It's 5 a.m. So,
Yeah,
it's dawn. We're going.
It's almost light. There is not technically a sun, but and I didn't miss anyone's actions, did I? No.
Yeah, but okay. Just so you know, before the whole dragon thing, I was going to have an action to use both my spell slots to cast Goodberry, but I forgot. I could roll an intelligence check to see if I remembered to do that because I didn't do it at the time, like an idiot.
So you were going to cast Goodberry before
I went to bed, so I had 20 Goodberries in my pocket.
I think it might actually say something about once you cast it again, the previous Goodberries wear off.
Okay, I'll take a look because I just swear that they wear off after 24 hours.
Oh, if it hasn't been consumed within 24 hours, so yes, no, you could have cast it before you went to bed.
Okay, so 20 Goodberries in my pocket, brilliant.
Nice.
Okay, and also, well, because I'm hearing a let's leave Rahaj behind conspiracy, I am going to go check on Rahaj. Also, did Tarath get an inside check into whether I was listening into their conversation?
Talrath, it's basically up to him if he wanted to roll an insight. Dubois definitely noticed that you were listening.
I thought you said he didn't.
Yeah, I think Dubois failed his check.
Oh no, sorry. Dubois did not seem to notice at all that you were listening in on the. But Talrath, unless he rolls an insight of his own, no, he does not appear.
I don't think I'm gonna roll.
Okay.
He just wasn't paying attention.
Well, I've noticed that there's a conspiracy against Rahaj, so I'm gonna go warn him. So I'm
gonna widen my eyes at Seth and I'm like, stomp her.
Mira's gonna do this?
Well,
no,
I mean, it's just I'm looking at him basically. I'm just
as Mira, yeah.
I'm just gonna look at Seth and I'm like,
I'll have to do, I guess, like a perception or something.
You're gonna do the same thing, insight against his previous performance roll. So you have to roll.
I'm just trying to
Seth already knows it's Rahaj. I spoke to him as Rahaj, saying, "Sorry, get Mira before you guys leave."
You whispered to him, yeah. So you know it's Rahaj. He's trying to tell you something. So yeah, you get the sense he wants you to stop Jacket.
Okay, so I just say as Jacket walks by, I say, Jacket, a moment please. There's something I need to ask you.
Of course. I sort of say as I've been caught out trying to sneak out.
Jason's like, alright, well, let them do whatever it is they're up to. You're all ready to go. He starts walking over the door.
And Mira follows.
Alright, cool. What are we doing about him?
Open the door, asshole!
Open the door, let's go. Jeez. Dubois also, he stands up. Yes, I will follow you. And he's just shaking his head. And the rest of them follow up through the stairs. Up to the front door.
Sorry.
Oh, and sorry, Alana, I missed that. You had something.
No. I wanted to know. I wanted to know if Jasmine was the last one going to the gate. Yeah, last one. I want to follow them up the stairs.
He was kind of leading the charge, yeah, but you can still follow them.
Yeah, I would like to follow them up the stairs. And say, Jasmine, wait before you go. And
guys, I have an hour.
Hang back at the gate. And let all of them go through the gate, kind of just like a normal, casual kind of thing,
What, you gonna kiss me goodbye, love? And the rest
are all of them out of the stairway?
I'm sorry, that's you. Everyone slowly gets outside. Dubois takes out his sword just to defend the perimeter, but he still kind of looks nervous. And they're all out. And Talrath, are you going outside too?
I'm gonna bring up the rear since Dubois is up front. I was planning on coming up the back. So
I'm waiting till everyone gets out of the stairway.
I'm not gonna leave until Jackson leaves.
Okay. 1 second. Wait a second.
Guys, Let's keep it moving. I have an hour.
That's right.
Not you. I mean the rest of the team.
Oh yes, yeah.
I'm
The
trying to
in-character.
distract.
And so yeah, Jason's like, what is it?
She sees Talrath looking and waiting. And her face kind of falls, and she's just staring hard at both of them. And then she kind of like relaxes a little bit and goes, nothing, I guess. Good luck on your travels.
All right, yeah. You too, I guess. And he just
I love this guy.
walks out. Cool. And so, with that, the party is divided.
Actually, this is a terrible idea. All the squishy people are in one party.
Now we all die.
So this is a good point to take a break as they all walk off. So,
My heart's beating so fast.
You almost got it. You almost got it, Talrath. You knew to stay behind. Sean, you knew to stay behind. Oh my god.
That was the plan. Like, he's obviously going to let Dubois, like, he's got to split up, so.
Yeah.
No, I was about to. Never mind.
Well, we'll see what happens. But for now, everyone can take a 10-minute break, so we'll be back at 27 minutes after the hour. Awesome. Sorry, I may have missed some actions, but yeah, if you just want to like text me or whisper me if you want to do something as this is happening, we'll pick up when we get back. All right, see you in 10 minutes. All right, so as the secondary party departs with Talrath, Dubois, and Mira, as well as the survivors, the rest of you guys, Alana, you the door's closed behind them. You're back at the top of the stairs.
I walk down the stairs briskly, like I'm pissed. And I come to the gate. I come to the door and I say, "Well, they managed to get up there unscathed. So, shall we go to the cathedral?"
Sethanon.
So yeah, at this point, I trail off and resume my normal speech, and just say to Jacket, when you go look for a Hajj, just understand it's Rahaj's way of doing things.
Rahaj's way of doing what?
Okay, now
I
she walks a bit
just shrug
past
and sigh.
We're booking it. We're booking it.
Mira.
You open the door. Yes?
Oh no.
Yeah.
No. And she kind of just sort of hits her head on the wall on a staff, like, oh god, that idiot.
Alana?
I take one look at her and I go, mother fuck, and then I run up the stairs.
Oh no! No!
So, just to give you an idea, you've already crossed past the graveyard and like you're around the street at this point.
Yes.
I open the gate.
I'll just show where you are on the party token.
Can I see
Oh
them?
wow, we're very far. No, you cannot.
Yeah. It's not that far. Each panel is like 30 feet.
Never mind.
So
well,
I mean, you're
we're behind the building, right?
quarter of a mile away.
It's just it's
as I blah 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 blah. So Alana, give me a perception check.
Are we stealthily walking through the town?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
Just hopping along. Yeah, no, you definitely know they walked off through the graveyard. You can see a few footprints, but beyond that, you don't see.
And I don't, just for narrative purposes, I don't think we're running, because that would attract the zombies.
No, this is a brisk walk.
You're walking, like, keeping eyes open. You know, Dubois, he's already on the lookout all the time anyways. So, yeah, you walk at slow enough that you can avoid any zombies, that you don't run into any. But fast enough to, like, outrun any that do notice you. And, yeah, you, of course, avoiding the shades as well. So Alana, you're just standing at the front. After a few seconds, you see like a zombie about like a couple yards away, just turn around slowly walking towards you.
I duck out of the way, out of sight.
Okay, yeah, it just keeps walking. Blivette, you wanted to do something.
I wait for Alana to come back, and I look at her. So they're gone then. In that case, I sit down, dig through my pack, and find the saved potion vial. Can someone fill this with some water for me?
Crap! I have Rahaj's water skin!
Oh yeah! I forgot about that.
Alana.
Throw Rahaj's water skin at her, like, fill it up as far as you want.
Alana.
She closes the door behind her after she comes down the stairs, and she looks at Seth. You knew about this.
Oh shit.
In my defense, I knew about it after the fact. And I have no reason to distrust Rahaj. Both you and our friend saved my life. So...
oh man!
And I kind of wilt under her gaze. I just like look away. I'm just like, so...
She's giving him like the worst look. Like she is completely locked up, like on him again. It's like won't even like look at him. And she like looks around the corner at Mira. Looks like you're with us again, princess. To Mira.
All right. Well, yeah. Sorry, I was just typing something.
Nice.
Yes, I appreciate what he did. Although I really was willing to go with him, but looks like I've been given another chance. I appreciate it.
Well, our wonderful Rahaj has wonderful ways of doing things.
He is a peculiar sort, isn't he? I wonder where my father found him, or where Cecil found him. In any case...
He put flyers up, didn't he?
Yes,
That's where I got it.
I suppose, although I know Cecil did speak of you, Sephanon, and Blivette personally, as well as Dubois, but... Well, I suppose the question is, where do we head now? Straight to the cathedral? There are...
No, it's a crisp.
A few ways.
It's crisp. Chip!
Oh, yes. Yes, the boy.
We're not
Yes,
going to get Chip, sweetheart.
What?
No. Chip's on his own.
What? No. It's... Fine, I'll head alone then.
Wait, Jacket.
Wait, no. No, we can't split up again. We just did.
Well, it's dangerous, and if you guys don't want to go, I'll have to do it. There's a boy trapped in a building filled with zombies, and you're just gonna sit there and go after research? Go ahead. But there's a boy down there that's died trying to find his brother, so he helped us out. So I'm gonna do something. Yeah.
Jacket, we can't save everyone in this realm. I'm sure there are hundreds, if not thousands, of children in trouble, but we can't do anything for all of them. We're here for my friends. They need us too.
Are you saying some lives matter more than others?
No, but my friends are not from this world.
Why would you think that, Alana?
You wouldn't understand.
Surprise me. She's really angry.
We have to choose our own battles, Jacket.
And I'm choosing to help people that need helping. I go where no one else goes because they're scared, and that's fine. I'm scared too. But the point is, you gotta try, and even if they are dead, you've gotta at least know what happened to them.
I get the trying part, but we don't have enough resources to go to two places. We
Then
cannot
I'll do
go
it
to
alone.
the mansion. She
I'm gonna-
just sighs and is like frustrated.
Now I'm gonna make a suggestion. Ultimately, what your character does is completely up to you. But if it'll help your decision at all, I want both of you guys to make a persuasion contest.
Oh god.
Persuasion.
But,
oh god.
but no
no,
matter,
my-
just so you know, no matter what you roll, it's up to you. It's always ultimate, but like in case it'll inform your decision at all.
Well,
that's
shit.
too much.
You're gonna-
The two charismatic titans going at each other, huh?
Not a very- So I'm gonna say it's not a very wide gap, but
Oh my
so
god.
it's up to you guys. Except
We're just standing in silence.
What if you were trapped and alone in a building?
Make good points, and I kind of like avoid Alana's gaze. I say, my primary, actually only obligation here is to retrieve Richard. However, if you come with us after we retrieve him and the other team member or team members, I will accompany you.
Is that a promise?
It is a promise, and at this moment I really sort of grit my teeth a little bit and I say, and it is out of sentiment. There is no reason for me to go aside from my desire to help you and Chip.
Then let's go. And Jacket's really disappointed because she
I'm not.
just was really raring to go out, but nah, fine. If you all want to be selfish bastards that don't help tiny children locked in buildings, sure, go ahead.
Wow, think with the guilt.
Okay, Jacket's following you guys. Head
All
out.
right. So yeah, you're heading out. You're gonna head out to the town. So we'll say, let's see here. At this point, the other party, you would have already left Damsonville.
Do you know how much time has passed?
I'd say about half an hour at this point.
Okay,
they finished their conversation.
and
Half an hour. And sorry, when you were saying you had an hour left, was that out of character or like for Rahaj?
that was out of character. I was just.
But like, what I mean is like, are you good to go another hour?
Oh, yeah, no, I'm totally good. I'm good to go
Okay.
to like 1 a.m. My
meant
spell
that.
has 1 hour until it wears off.
That's what I thought. Just making sure. All right, so now we are splitting the parties by leader. So to represent, actually no, you guys have already left town, so the party token doesn't really apply to you guys anymore. It's basically Alana. I'm going to give you basically, you guys. You can actually move the token yourselves the direction that you want to go to get to the cathedral. You know the cathedral is to the north west. You can actually see it from where you're standing. But,
Oh, wow.
it's up to you where you're going.
Okay, so I have another health potion, right?
Raj rules. Yeah. So the health potion is made. Like while you guys were just talking for that 10 minutes, you didn't even notice Blivette was just in the corner, just like, a little bit more, doing some magic stuff, and suddenly now she has this glowing vial
Huh? What
of
was that?
magic. So the cathedral. Let me see. Can you see my marker here?
Yeah.
Ruler. It's. I feel like before it wasn't. You couldn't see it. But anyways, it's in this direction. So this way.
Okay.
So what's the state of the inn?
This the inn, and you other guys, Talrath and Raj, you saw this as well. The whole second floor is like completely collapsed. The roof is collapsed in. It's still, the walls are burning. The house adjacent to it has also caught on fire on the wall. So it's now burning. The first floor is now caught fire, and it's still going. Actually, there's many zombies that have like collapsed on the ground, just in piles of mostly ash and burning flesh. There's still several zombies like that weren't in the center that are still clawing towards the fire, but a lot of them are basically, and like you can see some of them are crawling in and then like getting impaled on the glass as they break through the windows and stuff, and like the splintered wood. It's a huge mess essentially. So yeah, Saltstone Inn, fire.
But it's attracting a lot of attention though, so.
Most of the zombies seem to be distracted by it. Yeah, you don't think it would be that hard to sneak past them.
Okay.
Can we give advantage to Alana for helping us sneak past, or are we doing it as a group?
You do it as a group, yeah. So you all roll stealth checks.
Oh, great.
So did I
Great.
just totally up to you? Did I give Mira a blessing of Sirik before I left?
Well, how long does it last anyway? An hour?
Oh,
I'm not
Did you
sure.
trip on a
Actually,
brass band?
how about instead of giving it to her, I gave it to Seth when I walked in.
Hold on. I'll tell you. I'll say what. Roll a prescience roll because this is kind of metagaming. So roll a prescience roll.
All right, if it's less
We'll
than
see.
4, Seth, if
We'll
it's
see if
less
you just
than
had
4,
a feeling. You had a feeling that it would. He would need it at this time.
Nope.
No,
Oh,
so
God.
no. Unfortunately, you did not think to do it. But I'll let you give it to Mira if you wish.
All right, cool. Mira has it.
All right. So you casted your blessing on the trickster, so she's gonna make.
She has advantage.
Oh yeah, and she's sneaking around quite sneakily. So she definitely passes. But with all of you guys together, like you hear Sethanon, he accidentally steps on a bone which cracks, but like you kind of like quickly pull him aside. You wait until these zombies nearby lose interest, and then you continue on. So you're moving at a pretty slow pace because you're sneaking around them, but you do manage to get all the way up past the inn.
and some of us are encumbered because of coins.
Yes, you're also your pockets are just. Luckily, I won't give you a disadvantage for that, but it kind of forces you to move very slow just to make sure you're not like.
Well, Alana's down 1 coin that she threw at Dubois. That's
true.
something.
What type of coin was it? Okay. Jacket, what do you want to do?
Can I make a perception check for that feckin' dragon?
You may indeed.
Oh, that's a good
Thank
call.
you.
Actually,
How many dragons do I see? All 15 of them, all on the church?
Scanning the skyline and over the rooftops. No, you don't see anything.
Okay, that's great. No dragon. Let's just not die to a dragon today. Let's keep going.
All right. So yeah, you do come to basically a crossroads. So yeah, this way you see leads through some streets. The other way leads to what appears to be a park of some kind.
I guess we go up the streets. Agreed? Anybody would like to disagree?
How dense are the crowds of zombies and shades?
There do appear to be some from this distance. You can see there are some in the park, but they're all spread out. The street seems to be about the same amount, but a lot of them are closer together. You still looks like you could sneak past them.
Park looks safer to me, but that's up to you. You're the sneaky one.
Well, if it's northwest, then I guess we should go up the. I don't know. I mean, what do you think, Seth?
I defer to your lead and wisdom.
Let's go towards the park. And can we use the rooftops, or do you think we can sneak?
Actually,
With
why can't we
your-
just jump across the rooftops?
Yeah,
Get
that's what I
to
was
the
saying.
basement.
Yeah.
You could jump, across rooftops the whole way there. It's going to take a acrobatics check to do the whole stretch.
Sethanon, do you have Featherfall ready?
Yes.
Be ready to catch us in case we fall down. We look like we might be taking the roofs.
I see. Okay.
Athletics, everyone?
oh,
Yeah,
before,
so if you're going to... Okay.
before we do
Blue.
this, I'm gonna cast mage armor on myself.
Good
Since I
old
forgot to do
trusty
that
mage
earlier.
armor.
Okay, acrobatics.
Is it acrobatics or... Oh, okay.
Yeah, so this is going to be a group
Oh, no.
acrobatics check.
Come on.
Oh, good job, Liv.
Not
What?
Sethanon, what are you roll?
Can I try and grab him before he falls?
Mira still has to make hers.
Oh man.
She rolls a 3.
Wait, does she gets advantage on dexterity checks?
No, it's dexterity stealth checks.
Oh, it has to be stealth.
Okay,
All right,
so
well, sorry.
No.
one of
Can't
us
do everything.
catches Seth and the other catches Mira.
So, well, basically, as you're like climbing across the rooftops, you go to catch Seth, and you manage to keep him from falling. But unfortunately, in that commotion, Mira falls over the side, as well as Jacket. You're gonna have to choose between Jacket or Mira to grab, as they both
Shit.
tumble off. As you're jumping from roof to rooftop, unfortunately, one of them loses their footing. You guys split second. Bliv, which one's it gonna be? 5, 4.
I guess Mira.
3, 2. You jump and run over to Mira. You grab her as Jacket tumbles off the side.
I wild shape into a cat
Yes.
and land
I
on
don't
my
know.
feet.
I don't know if you can wild shape as a reaction.
Yeah, that's true.
I can wild shape. Oh, come on.
She
Fine.
can make
Sorry.
like a constitution check to see if she's
No.
All right, I'm
The
trying.
acrobatics check was already to see how nimble and quick reacting she is, and she was not reacting well. So unfortunately, you fall. It's only about 10 feet that you fall to the ground, but you do
That's not
take
bad.
3 bludgeoning damage. You just fall to the ground.
I was scared.
Yes. But as you fall to the
The room.
and tumble to the ground, you sort of like fall off the side of the house into the street. Luckily, there are no zombies nearby. But you do see not but like 30 feet away from you. They don't appear to be zombies, but they are humanoid. You see these 2 figures huddling over a dead corpse, and you hear,
Oh,
and when you fall, they both just instantly and they look over.
Nop.
Meanwhile, as
Are you stopping there?
basically, as a half an hour has passed, another half hour has
Another
passed.
half? All right, my spell's gone.
Yes. So basically, as you were walking along in the streets towards the cave, and I'm gonna get my other map out.
I was standing in between Dubois and Talrath, just so you know. That's where I was standing.
Well, as you were walking, basically, Jason walked over to Mira and he says,
Uh-oh.
"Now, Mira, thought we might get some things straightened out while we're heading back to the cave. Now, thing is, your father, he promised me 50 gold per day out here. And by my count, he owes me quite a bit by now. Now, I'm just making sure that he's going to honor his word, right?"
Wait, are you interested in my father?
Don't be cheeky, all right?
Wait,
I'm saving
you're
your
talking
life
about my
right now.
We're out here in a life and death situation, and your first thought is of my father. I will pass on your good word. I will wingman for you all the way home, sir.
And he's kind of walking ahead of you at this point, not even like making eye contact. And he's just, listen, I'm just saying, keep in mind that I'm saving your life. Maybe be a bit grateful. Tell your father.
He will love that you're saving my life. You are already winning with him, sir. I can tell you that right now.
I can't stand these researcher types. And he keeps walking ahead. As you're saying this, your form is dissipating and your skin is becoming redder.
Am I in the back or am I in the middle?
Well, he's ahead of you. You can
just said
basically
you're in the
decide. You said you're in between. Yeah, was it Talrath and Dubois?
I'm in the middle. Yeah.
I'm gonna actually bring your token down here. So Dubois is next to you here, Talrath's here, and I'll get Jason as well. But yeah, basically your forehead starts like deforming, and these like horns start popping out, and suddenly your ears change shape from the pointy down to like a more regular rounded off size, and suddenly Jason is just standing between you guys in the back row, and you're just kind of walking along. Or sorry, Raj.
And I've had my weapon pulled because we've been walking through it section combat. I think you said Dubois had done the same. I assume Jason has his weapon drawn because he has his...
Jason's got a mace out, yeah.
And I look up and see this because I'm behind you.
No, you're in front of me.
No, you said I was behind because I said I was rear guard.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought. Oh, shit. Never
I was
mind.
behind you.
You're definitely in front of behind me. I have my fingers crossed behind me, and my fingers crossed slowly turns into just a middle finger.
Yeah. So I say to the gnome, and I look at Jassim and I say, "There's your paycheck, mate. We bring him back."
And Jas is like, well, paycheck? What you talking about, Mira? Yeah, we're gonna bring. And he turns around.
Did you know this demon killed his daughter, left her to die. He ran off.
Oh man.
Jason, he turns around at this point. So do Brian and Patrick. And
Right when he says that, I'm invoking duplicity. I'm making a second Rahaj right next to me.
as all of a sudden a second Rahaj appears right where Rahaj was standing. He's like, Jason immediately lifts his mace. He's like, "You mother!" I want you to roll.
There's an option, sir. I will give you all of my cut that we make if you do not kill me. And I extend a hand for a handshake.
Oh.
He promised me 150 gold, sir. That is all yours.
Make a
And here,
persuasion check.
I say I'm going to whet your appetite, and I toss him 5 gold.
Isn't it
Make a
barter?
persuasion check as you do this.
Oh no, there's no barter.
Oh god,
Yeah.
I'm still at disadvantage, aren't I?
Yep.
Yeah. He rolls a 1, doesn't he?
No, it's persuasion, right?
Persuasion, yeah.
Oh, natural 20 on both of them.
Nope. Nope, that is a 14.
Yes,
I
take my
want.
hand.
You fling the coin. It just bounces off his chest. He's just staring at you. I want everyone to roll initiative.
Oh god. How many coins did I throw at his chest just so I can take them off?
Oh, you said there's 5 coins?
I threw 5. I'll take out 5.
Yeah.
Alright, well, this is where the tale of Rahaj ends.
All right then.
Shame I
let's
didn't finish
see.
that image.
Oh, that's supposed to be a disadvantage, so I'll just roll again, I guess.
I'm not sure. No, initiative does not count as a skill check. I don't
Oh,
believe.
then 13.
It wouldn't have mattered anyways. But I also got for.
Sorry,
The
you just
block?
put me back at 13 then, I guess.
All right, do roll all your initiatives. I need to refresh my browser for just a second, so I'll be right back.
Coolio.
Run, Rahaj, run!
Rahaj, just turn your large red tail and run.
I'm dead.
You're not dead until you say you're dead, and you're never dead. Jesus Christ. If you die here, I'm gonna... At least you'll have a bard. We'll have a bard. And I'll be the only healer left in this goddamn party. Great.
Bards can heal.
Bards get cure wounds.
Bards can cure or cast.
Oh, thank God. The bard is coming to help us. We're saved.
I'm not
He'll
dead
sing
yet.
us to sleep as we die.
I'm not dead yet.
That's something on. That's weird. I don't hear music anymore. That's a shame.
I faintly
I do.
hear it.
I can.
Rahaj was the music.
I think that's just coming from a Rahaj. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, is it? I'm sorry.
it's nice.
That's okay.
My initiative's 13, not 19 anymore.
Okay, yeah, it's 13. That's good. Don't worry, I'll update it.
Okay, cool.
All right, yeah, and so yeah, everyone's rolling initiative as this is all kind of happening concurrently. It happened technically before the battle, so yes, he did. He has cast it. Sorry, and let's see here. I got a roll for Dubois as well.
How ironic would it be if Dubois is still the one that strikes me down?
He's been waiting for his chance.
God! I'm gonna die before I have a chance to move!
And I got to roll for these guys. Now, did the rest of you roll initiative as well already?
we
Cephanon and okay. So,
Oh,
but
why would
you
we-
can still, because something just popped out. at
Oh, right.
you. Don't forget.
How tall is the
Yeah,
building?
they're fighting too.
The building's about 10 to 15 feet up.
I just Misty step back up there. Screw it.
I guess technically that's a reaction, right?
It's a bonus action. I could have done it while I was falling. I'm a twit.
Too late now. But roll initiative. Roll initiative anyways, as they definitely noticed you up on the rooftops. So let me see here.
So Rahaj dies, and the rest of us die too.
Yes.
It's fine. At
That's
least
what we get for splitting the party.
Talrath will live on.
Talrath. I gotta roll initiative for this guy.
Also, I
Okay,
couldn't
that's
see
okay.
my... Yeah.
You can't see your thing on the token?
Oh, I can't see my token. I just clicked the party token, and it didn't work.
Oh, right. Your tokens aren't actually on the board. Sorry.
Yep.
I gotta move you guys. I gotta move you guys to a different screen. So let me just copy this over. Sorry for the wait. Doing some technical wizardry here. But yeah, you come onto this street
Oh man.
and let's see here. Yeah, so you guys are kind of basically up here. I'm gonna move you over so you can see in just a second. All right. So can you see your character tokens now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we need to re-roll or?
So just click on your tokens and yeah, hit initiative.
Oh my god! What?
So much better.
Wow.
So
Yeah, not
much better. Oh, much better. Oh, oh,
Alright.
oh.
And
I've never
unfortunately,
rolled
I
this
was-
good for initiative in my life, and I plan on teleporting to the building. That's pathetic.
Sorry, I'm just going to just outline the edge of the building here so you can see a bit more clearly.
Ah, guys, I'm gonna die.
Not allowed to.
All right. And I just got to roll for one more thing, and then we are off. So let's see here. But it looks like most likely, it's going to be Jacket going first. Did you actually
Okay.
click on your token this time? Yes, you did. Okay, good.
Yep.
That's awesome. All right, so Jacket, you just Misty Step, basically. They were like right on the edge of the building right here.
How far
when you
away was
fell
I?
off. And so you're just 15 feet like down on the ground. So you could
Okay.
have Misty Step up to the edge of the building on the
Back
roof
up, I
there.
go. Boom. And
So
one
that's
down, Misty Step.
yeah, one down for Misty Step as these creatures sort of and start turning towards you. And I'm
Okay,
going
I still have an action, so I cast Produce Flame.
awesome. That's true. And are you going to attack them with it?
I used my bonus action to Misty Step, so I can't throw.
Oh
I?
no, well it's a bonus action to cast Misty Step, but I'm not sure how Conjure
Produce
Flame is, if you can attack at the same action.
Let's see. No, that's not. Flickering Flame. You can also attack with this flame, but doing so ends a spell when you cast a spell and flame action. But it doesn't. Is it bonus action or not? Bastards. They're not telling me.
Okay.
I'm gonna
And I
take
just
the
thought-
bonus action and not throw it.
Okay, yeah, we'll rules check that later, but for now, that's okay. But this one, so I'm just rolling initiative for these guys because I forgot to. So that's a 14.
Oh, they're ghouls from Fallout.
And let me see here. So that's gonna bring us next to Blivette next, I believe.
I'm just gonna firebolt. I guess that one.
All right, yeah, if it's in range, go ahead and roll an attack. Firebolt, excellent, and that definitely does not hit. This one, it does not appear to be a zombie. It quickly with almost like boneless motion, it just scooches out of the side there. That's your action. So it's gonna end your turn. You gonna move?
No, I'm gonna stay there, I guess.
Stay there. All right, back over to the roadside. So basically, we're going to use this grid just as an abstract representation of your position on the map. So basically, you are that's where you are, Talrath. You see Jason. He's They were probably like a few feet ahead when this all broke out, but he looks like he's about to, just smack Rahaj in the face. What are you doing?
I am going to cast Crimson Right.
Oh no.
On a specific short sword, and I am going to attack Raj with it.
Attack me?
Yes.
Oh, who would have guessed? Are you sure? It's not someone else, maybe you're trying?
Yeah, so that hits, right?
I thought
So
I
now,
Wait, does
you don't have
Multiplicity give him
no.
disadvantage or no?
No. You have
No,
advantage on attacks.
Oh,
No one
okay,
has disadvantage against
and
you.
no, he does hit me.
okay, yeah. So he hits you. You take how much damage?
Jesus Christ.
11, plus he has to make a con save.
Yep.
Multiplicity.
Wow. Oh, what save?
Con save.
Constitution save.
Ha ha ha. Little did you know that's one of my worst. Ha ha ha.
And that is, unfortunately, you fail your concentration spell.
All good.
Oh wait, no, it doesn't say it's a concentration spell.
It is a it's not it acts like a concentration spell.
Okay, and yeah, the illusion just dissipates. You can choose which one was the illusion, whether it was ahead of you or behind you.
Both of those were. I'm really a mile away.
Nope.
No. the one on the left. No, the one on the right. Yeah, the one on the right.
Well, originally you were on the right, but
Oh, was I?
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Well, I guess it's
Originally,
one on the
but it doesn't. It's you
Wait,
can,
whatever. One on the left. I ain't cheating. One on the
Okay.
left.
All right, as this image just disappears.
Well, shit.
That's your action, Talrath, unless you want to do something else.
Nope, that's it.
Well,
All right. It's going to bring us to Rahaj.
No, it isn't. I have a 13. It's Dubois' turn.
Oh, right. Yeah, I forgot to update that. Sorry.
Yeah.
So Dubois,
All good.
seeing this, is, I told you he was a liar. He must not be trusted. And he's going to do a non-lethal hit you with the blunt of his sword here. So let's see here if he can hit you. I gotta bring up his character sheet. Dubois is going to roll an attack with his longsword two-handed.
Yeah, that hits, believe it or not.
Oh, jeez.
Yes. So 22. That shouldn't have been with disadvantage, but it doesn't matter. So you take 14 damage as you are knocked unconscious.
Ooh, wait. 14
Unless-
damage?
Yes.
Okay. He was about 1 point away from killing me.
Well, he was hitting you with the blunt end of his sword anyways, so he was
All right.
it was not a lethal. But you
I am-
are currently
Ooh,
down.
I
you
get
can
to
still-
make the roll, right?
Yeah, you still get to make a Constitution save to see if you're conscious.
Oh, come on. Keep Ricky alive. Constitution. That's not supposed to be a disadvantage.
That one is not a disadvantage.
I'm awake.
So yeah, you're still conscious, but like you just had the wind knocked out of you, fall to the ground, and you are like almost paralyzed from the blow.
But it's my turn, right?
But it's technically your your turn was before.
No, I
No,
haven't
you're
got it.
13. You're 13. So yeah, we're going. Sorry, I have to go through this. So Dubois, then Sethanon technically is next. So back to the battle, Sethanon.
Well, no, Raj gets an action.
He gets
Right.
an action.
Does he?
And then so Rahaj is 13. Sethanon is 16. You guys can't actually see him.
Oh,
that,
that's going.
that's why.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
but it's actually back to Sethanon. So what's
Oh my
Sethanon
God.
doing?
I never got a turn.
Did I skip you? How did I do that?
Yeah,
What was your
You're turning a
initiative?
different order as well.
19.
It was Alana's turn.
Okay. Yeah. So Alana, you can go.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's weird. I guess he was on. Oh, because you're on the same order as Talrath, and so Talrath would be. So yeah, we'll just keep it in that order. So you're attacking that one with the short bow. 17 does hit. Roll for damage. As this creature gets up to start coming towards you, an arrow shoots off, hits in the arm. This huge tongue whips out in your direction. So it takes 8 damage. Let's see here. That's going to bring us next, unless you want to move. It's going to bring us to.
Nope.
So now it is Sethanon's turn.
All right, I will quickly gesture and cast Ray of Frost at the same enemy that Alana attacked.
Mm-hmm. That definitely hits as well. Go ahead. All right,
It's slowed by 10 feet for this turn.
4 damage as arrow shoots out, a beam of ice crackles along the ground and slashes up towards his foot. That's going to bring us next to the ghoul, or I mean whatever it is, his turn, unknown entity. So let's see, he's going to run his full 30 feet. Let's see how far he can go up there. He can get right up to there. And he's going to spend his action to dash and try and climb up on top of this rooftop. So he's going to make an acrobatics check to just run up. He rolls a 21 as he jumps up. And so it's his dash, essentially, but he just runs up and gets right in your face. The second one is also going to run as far as he can. He's also going to dash and make the acrobatics check. Although, sorry, he's minus 10 feet, but I guess that would be 40 feet, so he'd still be able to make it across. So yeah, he also just barely jumps up onto the rooftop, climbing up the side of this tree that's here to get at you. So he's right in front of you, Blivette, but that ends his turn. It's going to bring us to Raj.
All right, bonus action. I'm drinking that potion I just got.
Yeah, technically, because you are on the ground, you have just one action. That's all you got. And you 5 feet of movement.
Oh, wait, but if I heal myself with a bonus action, do I then get my action back?
No, you'll be up, but no, you wouldn't get your action back. That would be your whole turn is spent just drinking the potion.
Oh.
Yeah, it's meant to keep you alive, but not to really keep you back in the fight.
Yeah, I'll go down fighting. What do I roll for a potion of healing?
A potion of healing, so that'd be 2d4 plus 2, I believe, if it's just a regular one.
Yeah, 2d4 plus 2. Okay. Give me something good, please.
Give Raj something good. That's
health,
pretty good.
8 health. That's not horrible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I get up, I guess.
Well, you can't get up on this turn.
Oh, why do you have an X over me?
Because you're technically knocked out.
Okay.
That's fine. You're not dead.
I was like, am I dead already?
But yeah, so you're no longer knocked out. You go back. You go up to 8 points.
Question.
Yes.
After I finish gulping it down, can I just scream as loud as I can? See if I can attract some undead?
Yes, you may.
Alright, Raj, scream.
You don't even need to roll for that. You just hear this large booming scream as he starts wailing at the top of his lungs. That's going to end your turn. Patrika is just sort of backing away.
Good. Stay out of this, Patrika.
Wait, what did Mira do? Doesn't Mira have a turn?
Oh yeah, I didn't roll for her. Let me find out. But yeah, in the meantime, Patrika's just backing away as well as Brian. They just want to get some distance from this fight. As they back away, let's see here. I'm going to just pull up Mira, but in the meantime, it's going to be I guess Jason's turn is next. So just quickly roll initiative for Mira. And so she is 11, so I think she would technically go first. So we're going to pop over to Mira's turn. Just going to add her turn there. She's just going to go ahead and roll a firebolt at the one that's in front of Bliv. So an 18, she definitely hits. And does 10 damage as she basically gets a nice shot as Bliv, as it's like jumps out of the tree at you in slow motion. You just see this red bolt fly right in its face, and it gets knocked back off the roof, and it falls to the ground, dead.
Yeah.
Yes.
It just takes it out in one shot.
Foreshadowing.
But that's going to bring us next to Jackson's turn.
Oh my god.
So Jackson, he sees you drinking this potion. He's not having any of it. He's not going to hold back either. He's going to just wail right at you with his mace. So
yeah, go for it, dude.
He's going to roll for his attack.
Hope it makes you happy, man.
15 to hit.
Yeah.
Technically he has advantage as well, but still a 15. Let's see. Does 7 bludgeoning damage. 7 bludgeoning damage.
I am still up.
Yep. That's gonna end his turn. Bring us to Jacket.
Okay, well, I've thought long and hard about this, and I want to punch that ghoul in the face with my fire fist with produce flame as well.
Nice.
Yeah, go ahead and do that. So roll an attack.
Roll an attack of what? Produce flame or punch?
It would be produce flame. It would just be the same attack as produce flame.
Okay, come on, baby.
I think, yeah.
Eh.
That does not unfortunately hit as it.
What do you mean? Oh, fine.
You like swing over and it just ducks under your head.
Okay, fine.
And then
well,
move.
Not really anywhere to move, unless I could try barreling into it.
No,
that's
I would
an
be in your
attack.
action. Yeah, it's an action to
Yeah.
do that. So no.
Bugger it, I'm just gonna stay here and try. Do you mind if I try to attract its attention on me?
You could. You
So
could
it
definitely.
doesn't.
Try. It seems to be interested in eating you. So, as far as you can tell.
Well, then I sort of go, hey! And try to get it to focus on me while everyone else can shoot it through full of holes.
All right. All right. So, but you're not actually moving your character.
No.
Okay.
Well, wait. Oh, I could move it up here and, yeah. I move up here and go, hey, and try to get it to chase after me.
All right. It's gonna try and make a melee attack as it gets an opportunity attack on you.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see here.
It
That's
kills
an
me.
18. That's an 18 to hit.
Holy shit!
That
Oh, I
does hit.
thought that was an 18 damage. I was like,
no,
shit.
no. 18 to hit.
Yep. Yeah,
That
I'm
hits
hit.
You take 7 damage, and I want you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution, please, baby, please, baby, please. Oh, shit.
no.
And
Am I disconnected,
you
or is it-
suddenly...
I get it. I'm knocked prone. Can we?
But
Are you okay?
You're not prone.
I think
You just got
you might
some back pain, and you're just positioned. You can't move. You can still
Okay.
feel. You still can look around. You have your senses, but you're just stuck there. You can't move. And that's going to end your turn. Bring us to Blivette.
Just.
Oh, did I go full robot?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
did.
you
You're,
went
like,
full
frozen
robot.
Why is
and
it always
everything.
me? Why is it just me? Unfair.
Your interwebs.
Yeah.
Just so you know, Tristan, I sent you a message. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Okay.
Just gonna firebolt it. Oh yeah!
Oh my
that
god!
Save me, Blue!
Yeah.
Spells
Go ahead and
crit.
roll damage. That definitely hits. So you take 9. 18 takes 9 damage.
Nice.
We're already double dice. Yeah, so it takes 9 damage as you just sort of reach past through Alana's legs and just this firebolt hits her from behind. You can move.
That's amazing.
No, I'm good where I'm at.
All right, that brings us next to Ciel Dubois, and
no.
he.
Wait, what did you roll? I'm sorry.
What do you mean? I'm around 19.
For initiative, I mean.
Yeah, 19.
Okay.
Yeah, it basically equal for all of you, although it keeps like.
Yeah, I
Sort of
can't.
around.
I thought you rolled a 20, so she would have gone first.
Yeah. But we'll just keep in this order for now. So according to this, Dubois will be next. So Dubois looks down at you, Rahaj, and says, "I will give you another chance. Renounce this false idol. Accept Ultima." And he starts sweating, and you will be spared. No, wait. You, it was you. You're the one who tried to kill me. And he turns to Jason now.
Oh shit!
And Jason's like, what the fuck, man? Finish him off. We got him. Lies. This is a trick. You're tricking me. That is Mira. You want me to kill Mira, don't you? And he tries to swipe at
Oh yeah!
Jason. So he's gonna go ahead and move towards Jason and roll an attack. As he moves up here. Let's see how well... Oh, by the way, I did speak to Picard. He's had like a crazy day. He's going to try and jump in at the last minute, but he's just got to take care of some things. So let's see here. He's going to roll an attack, two-handed attack against Jason with his longsword. And that is a 15 against Jason, does hit, so he's going to do some damage. 8 slashing damage as Jason sort of parries for a second. He's like, what the fuck? What's wrong with this guy? They parry for a second. Like, Dubois knees him in the chest and, like, gets him across the shoulder as he goes down. And he takes about a little bit of damage. That's going to bring us next to Alana's turn. Then it'll be Talrath.
Since the ghoul is paying attention to Jacket, Alana takes out a rapier and just tries to stab him through.
Nice. By the way, Rahaj, those aren't actually a mile. We'll just count them each as 5 feet, yeah. All right, go ahead and roll.
My movement's halved, though, right?
It is. So you can move 3 squares, basically.
All right.
Alana, you... let's see here. Yeah, you miss, unfortunately, as you reach out. The ghoul, now turning around to look at where Blivette hit him. It's just... and he just kind of like swings your rapier to the side, just parrying it with his claws. Bring it to Talrath. Unless you want to move. I keep forgetting to ask that. So, no, Talrath.
So I assume I'm still at advantage to hit him.
When he's on the ground, yes, you do.
Damn, dude.
Ooh. Go ahead and calculate the damage. You take 10.
Alright, I'm alive.
10 damage, but this time you are down. And you are currently dying as you are going to start making...
I don't get to make another constitution.
Wait, how many hit points
Oh,
do you
sorry.
have?
Well, he had 1.
And now I have 0.
Well, no, but I'm confused.
He used the healing potion, but then Jason hit him right after that.
Oh, right.
I guess I should have moved in. I didn't move. He wasn't. He only had 1 hit point left. So he was unconscious. He drank the healing potion, got back up. Jason hit it again. He was down to 1 hit point, and you just knocked him unconscious again. Though.
Okay.
And now I make a constitution save.
Yeah, you can make another con save. I forgot about that. Natural frickin' 20. You are on the ground. 1 hit point, I'll say.
1 hit point?
Yeah. So but you're technically on the ground.
Okay.
Oh, actually, no, that's not fair, because I mean that means you took no damage. No, you're still at 0. But
I'm at 0, but I can do an action.
You're conscious, so you will get an action on your turn. You can still move. But that's gonna have to wait unless Talrath wants to move or do a bonus. It's gonna bring us to Sethanon.
Now that's my turn.
Sethanon.
Oh, the rolls.
Okay, I am going to move up here and cast. I'll cast Frostbite this time. Let's see if it hits.
Awesome. Frostbite definitely hits.
That hits.
Go ahead and roll
Okay.
damage.
Roll
It's gonna
damage.
make a con save. It fails its save.
Okay, so disadvantage on its next attack.
4 damage plus disadvantage as it is currently just being frozen and slowed in place. That's going to end your turn. It's going to bring us to the ghoul's turn next. As it's going to try and take a bite out of Jacket. Now, I believe if my knowledge of the rules is not too rusty, that it gets advantage because you're paralyzed, but it has disadvantage. So that means it's just going to be a regular straight roll. It rolls a 16, Jacket.
Eat me.
It hits you. Right. So as it bites you...
Is it always Jacket?
Ooh, you
Well,
take...
now that Rahaj isn't here, I'm going to have to take all the damage now, aren't I?
You take 14
You're welcome. Hi.
I'm really dead. I am
Whoa.
at -9? No, wait.
Okay,
don't
you're
I
not
just hit
dead.
0?
You're at 0.
I was at
If you don't go over
okay.
your max health and negatives, you're fine.
Yeah. So yeah,
Okay.
you were down on the ground. Roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy, my first time down. This is fun. Please, baby. Not bad.
Yeah, that's exactly what you had to make. Oh no, you're level 2 now. has to be a 12. No, unfortunately, you were unconscious. It's 10 plus your level. Yeah, it's 10 plus your level. So, unfortunately, it bites into you and you fall to the ground, bleeding from your shoulder as it tries to nibble on you. It's going to bring us to Rahaj.
Jesus. All right. When he swings at me, I'm going to just flail my arm up at him and try to inflict wounds on Talrath.
Disadvantage.
Oh my lord.
Disadvantage, yeah.
It is a disadvantage? Okay. Well, you
You're on
know,
the ground.
wait till you see these 2 natural 20s. Inflict wounds. Let's see. Do I hit? Do I hit? Do I hit? Do I hit?
I have an AC of 15.
Oh, that hits!
That hits?
That
Oh
hits.
shit! I need max rolls right here. Holy shit. First level.
Episode 7. Everyone except for Rahaj dies.
21!
Oh,
okay.
Jesus!
Yeah.
You are out. You are unconscious. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, please fail. Just please fail. That's all I want in this world.
I'm amazed right now.
Wow.
God
God
damn
makes
it!
it.
You make it though, so you're still conscious. You're at 0 hit points, but you just fall to the ground as this searing pain courses through your body. You fall back.
I am still screaming, by the way, to attract zombies.
Yes. Mm-hmm. That's going to bring us to Mira's turn. Mira is going to firebolt the thingamabob again. Let's see, where is she? So she's going to roll to attack. And I believe a 13. She does hit it, dealing 3 fire damage to this guy as she shoots out another bolt over your shoulder at the ghoul. Sorry, just switching between. Yeah, so it's looking a little worse. It's got like burnt flesh on its side as it's like still biting away at Jacket, but still standing. That's going to end her turn, bring us to Patrika. Patrika, she looks around at the trees surrounding
And
you
if I can, like, since Raj is screaming, I'm yelling at her and Brian. I'm like, help us.
Yeah, she looks around the screen at the trees. She sees some zombies, like,
Hell yeah.
come walking out from the cornfields. It's like, oh god, we're doomed. She looks over at you guys. You're both on the ground bleeding, and she's pretty scared right now. She bolts. She just runs for it.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god.
Hell yeah, she does.
She just runs.
Run,
She's
Dragon
like,
Lady, run!
she's like clutching her tummy, running off. Brian's like, no, Patrika, don't get yourself killed. He's also pretty scared, though. He's pretty freaked out right now. He looks at you guys down on the ground. Sorry, I can't help.
Yes!
And he starts. That's like, God fucking damn it! Don't go! Get yourselves killed! But as it is his turn now, Jackson, he looks down to you, Rahaj, bleeding. He's still like trying to block Dubois. Like no idea what's going on there. He also sees Talrath go down. And
Come on, man.
He's also freaking out about the zombies there.
Run.
He's gonna take a swipe at Dubois because he's real pissed at him. I knew you were fucking bonkers. And he does hit. That's going to be 5 bludgeoning damage against Dubois as they parry back and forth. Dubois tries to swing towards him, but he ducks at the last second and gets a swipe in with his mace, beating Dubois with his own mace in the rib there. And as soon as he does that, he's going to start booking off. He's going to take the opportunity attack from Dubois, however. So Dubois is going to go ahead and roll an attack as well with both hands. You coward! Come back here. And he does hit. So he's going to do damage against... he still seems to be freaking out, to answer your question. But he takes 9 slashing damage as he cuts across his like... screw you, you're all dead anyway. I'm leaving this place. And he starts running off, chasing after Patrika and Brian. Meanwhile, both of you guys are on the ground there.
Just
bring-
bleeding out of every orifice.
That brings us to Jacket. Jacket.
shit.
So you need to
Jacket is
make a.
unconscious and doesn't respond.
Yes, you need to make a death saving throw.
Oh, brilliant. That's fun.
Oh, I need to make one of those my last turn too.
I
Didn't
think you forgot to do that. Yeah.
Nah.
I'll do one of those real quick.
One failure for Jacket. Bring us to Blivette.
Let's bond over this, Jacket.
Yeah,
no,
we're both-
Firebolt it again. Oh,
Wow.
that's a
You
one.
hit Jacket. She dies.
We
No.
really suck right now.
But yeah, he just jumps to the side as your bolt goes flying towards him.
Just
Dubois.
hit for my natural 20.
Is Dubois gonna heal Mira up?
He's like, this isn't real. This isn't real. And he's just freaking out there. He's just
Right.
clutching his face. He
Fair.
skips his turn. Alana.
Oh god, dude.
Take another stab at this guy.
Go
If
ahead.
you do a critical miss, I am. Oh, thank God.
Hits. As this thing, it turns around towards you. If it comes towards you, you get it right through the eye with your rapier. And it just dies limp on your rapier. Falls
Right.
and then falls off the edge.
Yeah, I chunk it over the side.
But you see
Alright.
Jacket there, bringing us out of initiative for everyone. Although, actually, no.
No, not yet.
Talrath, make me a death saving throw. You are still conscious, however,
But
so
I can still make an attack.
you could still make an attack, technically, yes.
At disadvantage, though, right?
After that, I stand right back up.
Yes, you get back up, you get to 1 hit point because you got a natural 20 on your death save. So,
Is
yeah,
that real?
yeah, if you roll a natural 20, it counts as a, you just go back to 1 hit point.
So
So
now,
you still have to spend half your movement to stand up, but yeah.
that's fine, but it gives me advantage to attack him still.
You have advantage either way. You can just go ahead and attack him.
Oh my god.
Yes! That misses!
Yeah, you're still like, because also don't forget you're exhausted because you went down. Speaking of which, Rahaj, you have 2 points of exhaustion now.
Yes,
You've gone down twice.
I have 3 points of exhaustion.
You have 3 points of exhaustion. That means you have disadvantage on attack rolls now.
Oh shit.
Um,
Well, I already
so
did
you-
anyway.
You're not looking too good.
Yeah.
Talroth, you see Jason, and also you see, I should just show you where the zombies are now. There are currently zombies coming towards you. Actually, I think I have them saved here.
Listen, I have to ask a mechanical question.
Yes.
Since Raj is prone, does he get an attack of opportunity if I leave?
No, he can't attack you while he's...
Oh yeah, I don't have a reaction.
Well then, if I'm I'm moving. I'm running.
You're running after them? Okay. Okay, cool. So you run after Jackson, kind of limping as you're pretty badly hurt. So that's going to bring us
To
out
me,
of an... it's going to bring us... yeah, well...
I have another spell.
Yes, that's true. So
I
it's
would
bringing
like
us
to
Rahaj.
cast. I'd like to cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Yes, you may.
What's that resuscitation
Now
cantrip
that
you got?
now that he's leaving. Wait, first I get to make the death save just to see if I'm up.
Okay.
That's not natural 20, but it is a second success. That's fun.
That's true. Although I would be careful about that. I need to really straighten out the rules on that, whether it's before or after, because if you roll a natural 1, it counts as 2 deaths, 2 failures.
Oh
Yeah.
god. All right.
Yeah,
well,
so
I
you
mean,
got to be careful.
I had to do it anyway. 'Cause I wouldn't want to cheat the system. All right, Cure Wounds at level 1. 7 hit points.
Awesome. Yeah. So you're back up again, severely exhausted. You've never felt this close to death before. Picard, meanwhile, is just shaking his head. I don't understand why Ultima. Why are you doing this? Just sort of freaking out there. We're gonna bring it out of initiative, bringing us back over into town with Jacket, as Jacket is on the ground. Blivette, what are you doing?
I'm gonna run over and feed her that potion I made earlier.
Yes, you may go ahead and use the potion. Was it just a regular healing potion?
Yeah.
Alright, yes, so that's a 2d4 plus 2, Jacket. You can go ahead and roll it.
Okay, right, 1 second. 2d4?
2d4 plus 2.
Were we too far away to hear the screaming?
Of Raj?
Raj.
7, thank you.
I don't know, he's about a mile away at this point, so... You can make a perception check, maybe.
Oh, jeez.
Actually, no. If anything, this would be a prescience roll. That's the only way you're gonna know.
Okay.
Is Dig feeding you the potion?
Oh, that's just me doing something else.
What's the
Never mind.
what's the roll for prescience? Is that
Prescience, it's just a d20, just regular 20, and you can get a number lower than what your prescience score is. What's your prescience?
12.
So yeah, you get a feeling that Rahaj is in trouble, and you just like very faintly hear like screaming in the distance towards where they were running. You like normally you would just think it was the wind, but you just have this bad feeling that something bad's happening.
I can hear it, and I just look at the others and I go, "Let's keep going."
Oh,
You rolled
right.
just to be an asshole?
You don't know
Yeah.
that.
So Jacket, you technically have a point of exhaustion as you did go down.
Oh, brilliant. Okay, how do I add that?
I'll add it for you. But you're no longer paralyzed. You can now move again.
Point of exhaustion. Oh, thank you. And I need to put myself at disadvantage. Can do.
Mhm.
Okay. Thank you, Bliv. Thank you.
You're welcome. I
I owe you my life.
really don't have a good feeling about this. We are not.
Alana said to press on. We press on.
I eat 6 good berries, so I'm down to 14 good berries, and I'm up to 15 health points.
We
Really?
don't. I mean, other than her healing berries, we're not in a good position.
We're almost there. I can see the cathedral. It's right around the corner.
Yes, but what's in the cathedral?
It's the researchers.
Aside from them, we heard what's his name said. He said there was something to grab them.
To turn back now, there's just more zombies behind us.
There might be more zombies in front of us, depending.
If you turn back, fine, but I'm continuing on. And she keeps walking across the rooftop there, walking over Sethanon.
How?
Do you mind if I grab her?
Oh yeah, you can go ahead. You can just grab her. She tries to resist. Make an athletics check.
Coolies with disadvantage.
But she's not very strong herself.
Oh.
Oh,
That was with Dig, though.
That was with Dig.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
whoopsie.
that's the wrong character. Dig tries
Sorry.
to. That monster.
I love you, Dick. Okay. Athletics. Come
Wait a
on,
second. I
baby,
don't think
he's
it
in the
was.
shoes.
I don't think it was with Dig. It doesn't matter. She breaks out with a 16. She
Still
breaks
fails,
out. Yeah, I think
We
you just
shouldn't
had your
split up
chat.
any more than we already have. Look at what's happened.
Then come with me.
Go with us.
You're coming to the cathedral, aren't you? We're so close. We can't let small setback.
We can always go back. It's not going anywhere.
She looks to you, Alana. Are you coming?
Of course I'm coming.
Then let's go. She keeps moving. And she looks to you, Sethanon, as well. And for
I just
Richard,
nod and follow.
I'm sorry you got hurt, but we'll make it through this. I can feel it. She keeps going. What's Jacket doing?
Where are we
Jacket, you
going
just
up?
standing there?
Are we going after that scream?
Well, you guys didn't
Yeah,
hear
we
that
didn't
scream.
hear it.
Yeah.
You did
I
not
thought we
hear it.
did.
No,
No,
we
no,
didn't.
it's
only
only-
Alana did.
It was just
Only
That's
Alana
Alana did.
because she rolled the prescience. You would have to roll prescience as well to know that.
Ah, well, that's not gonna happen. Because my prescience is 5, and that's awful.
And it's a +1 now.
I mean,
Yeah.
I could. If I really wanted.
Never mind then. I mean, we
up
can't.
to you. It's not, and like, don't even worry about like whether it's in character or not. This is like you're allowed to metagame as long as you
I'm gonna roll it.
prescience.
Mine's a
Good luck, Liv.
12, so.
Yeah, and plus, so you're rolling +1, or we'll just add it to the roll. Actually, wait a second. That's good. That's actually a great thing.
It's good.
Yeah, you also you perk your ears up, and you're like, yeah, something doesn't feel right. Like, I feel like something might be wrong, and then you do hear like it could be screaming in the distance. You're not sure, but you just have a feeling that something bad happened to Rahaj and the rest of them.
I'm not going in. We are not, as I've said before, we are not prepared for this. Time is not on our side. We are just, you know what? I'm gonna head back.
Alana
Yeah,
nods to her in understanding.
Seth nodded
Alright.
as well.
All right.
Okay.
So yeah,
Okay.
you guys, are you both continue on rooftops again?
Yeah. I guess.
Okay. So you continue on heading northwest.
How much
meanwhile,
time has passed? Since
Jacket.
the battle? Since the battle happened?
Since the battle began, I'd say 15 minutes have passed.
15 minutes?
But yeah, we're gonna switch back over to Dubois and Rahaj.
I'm gonna start. I'm leaving Dubois. I'm just starting to walk the opposite direction as fast as I can.
Which way, to the town or to?
Away from them, so I guess towards the town.
Towards the town. Dubois, he looks to you. He looks over to Talith, but where are you going? What are you doing?
I'm going to safety, and I'm just still walking, not stopping. Don't turn around, just keep walking.
He turns around and he sees the zombies. The zombies have kind of split up. Half of them are going towards Jackson and Talrath. Half of them going towards you and Dubois. And Dubois is just kind of standing there deciding, and I'm actually going to let Picard decide. So you kind of run off. He's still deciding. You're not sure if he's following you or not at this point. But
Well, in all honesty, Tristan, is
Yes.
Shadow Damson the opposite way? Because if
Opposite
it
way?
isn't, if it isn't, Rahaj isn't going that way. He's
I'm not
going
sure what
literally
you
the furthest
mean.
way he can from the group.
From because at this point they're like, I'm not sure which is the group. They're both in opposite directions. There's the one group.
Well, like if I'm running away from where Talrath is, am I
You're
running
basically-
towards Shadow
yeah.
Damson?
This is where
Okay.
you are on the road, and so basically they're going towards the cave over here, which means the opposite way would be straight back to where you came from in Shadow Damson.
Okay. So wait, I have two options. I could run towards. Where's the farmhouse?
The farmhouse is actually a bit farther back in the direction of Talrath. It's like up here because you went a couple miles. It's actually up here.
Okay.
You went a couple miles before you got to that.
I'll run towards the town, I guess.
All right, yeah, you run back to town.
Yep,
So you
that's
start running
the-
back to town at half speed, or not half
Half
speed, at
speed.
minus 10 to your speed, essentially.
Yep.
Limping your way back.
As I can.
Dubois, you leave him behind. You're not sure what he's doing. Talrath, you catch up to Jason, also wounded, and he's kind of rounded up Patrika. You see him. He's in the middle of like smashing a zombie that grabbed onto Patrika, and he's just like knocking him off her. Come on, we gotta book it back. It's still a few
let's go.
miles off.
Yeah, so we're just running.
Yeah, so you run straight to the cave, bringing us back to Damsonville. So let's see here. Hazel and Blivette, you head back into town, or at least into the southern part of town. So you're back where the party token is now, on the rooftops. What are you guys doing? You just heading along the rooftops again still?
Could I just have a word with Bliv first?
Yeah, of course.
Thanks, Bliv, but to be honest, I just wanted to catch my breath. I'm not used to dying.
Keep going.
Well, I don't think anyone is.
No, but there was... I thought I really was gonna bite it there. And I'm not used to getting help either. So this means a lot. And
I just smile and say, "Come on, let's keep going. Staying in one place isn't good."
Where's left to go? Everyone's going their own direction, and there's nowhere left to run.
If we go fast enough, maybe we can catch up to the other group.
That's a good point, but Chip and Alana and Sethanon, there's so many directions to go. Bliv, how do you choose?
I don't know. Let's just go.
That's the best advice
I'm
I think
kind
I've
of
heard in a while.
shaking and just not looking at her. I'm just like, everything's a bad decision.
Do you want to ride?
Ride?
I could turn into a horse and make this process a lot faster.
Are you sure we'll be able to get through the... Well, I guess...
We could run past them.
I guess we can give it a try.
Wild shape into a riding horse! Finally! I get to wild shape into something, finally!
Okay, you wild shape as you see Jacket transform. She leaps off the roof, and as she leaps off, transforming into a horse that gallops onto the street, waiting for you to hop on. Picard, can you hear me? Are you there, Picard?
Yes, I can.
You made it!
Yay!
Hey,
The boss has gone insane and attacked
Just in
everyone,
time.
and you're
So-
alone, and
Ironically, Dubois saved my life. That's fun.
So yeah, a lot has happened. Basically, you have to make a decision right now. I'm gonna give you a little quick what's going on. So I need to move you because you're not actually with the party right now. You are right here on the map. So basically, half of you were discussing leaving, half of you were discussing staying, finishing the mission. Because of the way that the Shadowfell has been affecting you, you started to kind of lose it a little bit. Started to lose, not like your grip on reality in a way. So you ended up leaving with them, leaving with Jason, Talrath, and Rahaj to just go back and abandon the mission. On the way, though, what happened was Rahaj had kind of deceived Jason, tricked him by disguising himself as Mira, because that was part of the deal. Was we bring Mira with them because he's the daughter of Eladris. She is. We can use her as a bargaining chip in case Eladris gets angry at us. But Rahaj actually tricked him. He disguised himself as Mira. The illusion wore off as you were already outside of the city, and Jason saw it. He realized that Rahaj lied to him. He already didn't trust Rahaj, and so he decided to attack Rahaj. There was a bit of a battle, a PvP battle between Talrath, Jason versus Rahaj, during which you also took a swipe at Rahaj because you figured, he's a liar, he's a heathen, he deceived everyone, can't be trusted. However, after you took him down, you had a bit of a mental break, and you started again to lose grip on reality, and you're like, wait a second, he was Mira a second ago, this isn't real, this isn't really happening, this is a trick. And you realized that Jason was tricking you, that he must have used a spell to confuse you, and so you ended up fighting Jason. Meanwhile, Rahaj is screaming, zombies started coming out of the trees, and that's where you are now. Jason and Talrath have run off. Rahaj has also started running off towards the city. You're left in the middle of the road. Damsonville is on one side of you, Cave back home is on the other side, and there are currently zombies coming out of the trees towards you. Which way is Dubois going to go? Is he going to go to Damsonville, is he going to go to the caves, or is he going to run a completely different direction?
Correct me if I'm wrong. Did I understand I fought Talrath?
Yes. Oh, not Talrath. You never actually struck Talrath, but you did take a swipe at Jason, who is kind of on Talrath's side.
Okay. guess I would go towards perhaps the cave where we first came into this Shadowfell.
All right. You start running towards the caves, and so yeah, we'll leave you there as you start running to catch up to the rest of them. You can see them; they're like half a mile in the distance. They're also running away from the zombies that are chasing everyone now. Meanwhile, Alana, Mira, and Sethanon, you make it across the rest of the houses. There's not many left, and you make it through the street all the way to the center square of town, which you will see shortly. Everyone is in different directions. I gotta figure out where everyone is. All right, so yeah, you should be seeing it soon. Just gotta pull up Gibson Square. There it is. So Alana and Seth, tell me if you don't see it, but basically, you're here, down at the bottom, and you're hopping across the towns, and you see a massive horde of like hundreds of zombies. They're all crowding the square. But however, don't want to forget to mention this as well. As you're hopping from house to house, you do notice one of the houses has painted on the front door. Basically, the house before you get to the square, this house right here, painted on the front door of the house is a huge symbol of a skull.
Oh my god!
Oddly enough, but you keep hopping along the houses. You eventually come to this huge, giant, just field of zombies.
Can I have a prescience roll?
You can when we pick this up again next week. As
Tristan, I sent you clarification messages, just so you know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, sorry, I was distracted, but I will definitely
just
look at this.
Just an unrelated question. What happens to my stuff and dig while I'm a horse?
You actually get to decide. You decide if it falls to the ground, if it morphs into your form, or if you're just wearing it as a horse.
Saddlebags.
Dig would not.
I'm wearing my leather armor as a horse.
Okay.
No, that's not going to work.
No,
Dig hangs onto my mane. Do any of my items just sort of fall around me?
You can decide if you want that to happen, or otherwise they would just morph into your horse form.
Well, I guess I'll let the
ladder.
good berries drop because they're magical and I forget I have them.
Okay, well, first of all, I want, Sethanon, Alana, Blivette, and Hazel, you all get 400 divided by 5 experience points. Meanwhile, Dubois, Rahaj, and Talrath, you all get 250 divided by 4? Yeah, divided by 4 experience
Don't
points.
give me XP, I wasn't there.
No, your character was there, so it still counts, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You still contributed to the battle, so,
We all get 63. The three of us get 63 experience.
63, yeah. The 3 of you guys get 63, whereas the other group gets 80 experience points for you guys. And we will pick this up last time. I just want to say that's one of the most amazing sessions I've ever had. And no matter what happens, like, the game goes on. No matter what happens, the game continues. I'm going to be messaging you. I think it would be cool, depending on what happens, to maybe get a little some extra sessions on the side. But we'll talk about it. We'll see.
Nice.
Heck yeah.
I think that would be cool. I'm totally down for that. But of course, we'll see how everyone's schedule works out. And if not, of course, I will see you all next week. For everyone watching on Twitch and YouTube, I hope you've enjoyed this as much as we have. This is why D&D is the best. Thank you. Thanks for watching this episode of 20 Sides, and we'll see you again next week. Have a good night.
Good night.
Night.
Or good morning if you're where Hazel is.
It's afternoon. It's the
Oh,
Arvo.
Good for you. All right.
No, it's the Arvo. There's no such thing as the afternoon.
So